All right. Well, no music. We're just going to go straight into it because it's been that type of week. If you've been a fan of wrestling, you got a real treat this past weekend, I got to say. We have had a fun time watching AEW. Well, AEW is doing what it does. And then we've had, what's called WWE hitting some homers with Clash at the Castle, as well as we had Clash at the Castle. We had SmackDown before that. And then we had Monday Night Raw, which was amazing. And it just hit the spot when you had to, if you just look up and you could just see the spot just right there. Just right there. There you go. Right there. Right there. If you can. I'm your host. This spot's going to be the Wyatt family now. we'll get to Ladarius in a bit. Oh my God. So yes, I'm CW, your host. My co-host, Jerry Nams, the lone wolf, the one and only. And then we got the man that is searching for his sound, searching for ears. Lunch was perfect, apparently. He's enjoyed his
I hear a little background noise.
It's only background noise. It's only everybody who wants to be a part of the show. We can just invite them. It's all good. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
So, all right. There we go. Do we have Ladarius? I think we do.
But he ain't got his ears in yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yep.
There's one.
There's one. We got one.
Right here, boss. Right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Now the sex appeal of Ladarius is in the house.
Trying to save a bite for later.
Hey, man, you do what you have to in this business.
Yeah, I'm not going to apologize.
You don't have to, my brother. I got my own stuff here that I'm trying to eat right now. So, all right.
Drinking.
Yeah. What else is new with you, Derek? I mean, all right. So, guys, what do we want to talk about first? Do we want to go straight into Raw? Do we want to go into the Castle? A lot of crazy people online with some ridiculous takes I heard, which I couldn't even get over. My favorite was, what has Seth done to earn the shot? And I'm going, you don't remember WrestleMania? I mean,
yeah, that's pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
that's pretty hilarious. It's pretty hilarious.
Yeah. Last I checked, he was the MVP of both WrestleManias. If I wasn't just saying.
Yeah.
So, but and then apparently we had a murder of Chad Gable. I did not get a 10-bell salute, but we missed you. It's gone too soon, Chad. But,
I mean, to be fair, how many people are going to miss him after what he did? So I'm not saying it's right.
My thing with that is there's so many people saying that all these wrestlers were in that. The only wrestler that was a notable part of on any of the shows, Raw or SmackDown, was Chad Gable. Everybody else was extras.
Yeah,
exactly. And
like one of the guys that somebody claimed was Braun Strowman is a guy from Georgia.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Because I was looking, I was like, that's not Braun.
No, he used to tag with fucking Marv.
Yeah. See, that's why I was waiting, because I knew you would tell me, because I've been looking, going, look. All right, real quick. Well, we'll go through it in regular order, but first of all, what did y'all think about the Wyatt debut? What was your thoughts? Just off the top thoughts about it. We'll go with Jerry, because I know Jerry's kind of like that horror guy, and he loves this kind of sick shit.
I loved it. I was giddy. I had chills.
Dude, when Nikki was crawling,
just the way they set it up for it to start the same way Bray started when Bray came back, his last return. The lights cutting out, the door showing up, that door popping open with the light. And then you go into Nikki crawling. Hi, Becca.
Jerry said hi.
Hello. Hello.
She made a sneak attack on me.
Then you go into Nikki crawling out, and it gave me the Grudge vibes, kind of. and
Mm-hmm.
then she just stood up in that creepy like doll phase, and then just pointed, and like that was enough for her. And then you go through and you get the subtle hints with Eric between him, giving homage to Brody with the mask on the back of his head with
Mm-hmm.
the hammer, and then you go to Dexter in Gorilla. And yeah, I'm getting chills talking about it.
Yeah, trust me, we don't have to break it down because we will. But I wanted to get your instant because I tell you,
Like literally,
yeah, yeah. Oh, look, I'm with you because that opening chorus or that opening chime, like I got Shatter is one of my songs on my workout list, and I just love the emotion in it.
yeah.
And it's like it's a hell of a workout. But also, if you listen to the lyrics,
I love Bray's original theme,
yeah.
but that fits this so good.
Oh, and not just that, but it's like, oh, I'm sorry, Ladarius, I need to hear from you too. What did you think, man?
No, you're good. No,
No, seriously, I wanted to hear from you.
Commercial and was it?
No commercial. We commercial free because if I had commercials, we're gonna have like 50 commercials in every other minute.
Hi, I'm TV Ladarius Brown, and if you want some great, okay, no,
Would you like to eat this burrito?
and the answer is no, you cannot, because it is mine. I think Jerry pretty much covered it, but what I will say is that when the lights were coming and I said you felt it, it was like, okay, it's going to, it was like revving an engine. It was like, okay, we're getting there.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the door and I saw Nikki, it was just it was emotional because, like I said, I've said it on this show many times. I love storytelling.
Yeah.
When you put a creative when you invest so much in the creative aspect of wrestling, like we know there's like the wrestling, but we to the creative aspect, and just seeing that, and and once again, shout out to the camp. Once again, the camera work has just been 11 out of 10. It's how you just progress through. You see poor Chad. Listen, the lesson for you is don't be a bully. That's a hard lesson to learn, but like.
I can't get over how real the blood looked.
Yeah, I'm like, did they really?
Because it looked it wasn't real, but it looked damn real.
They're like, this man has a triple threat match next week. Is he going to be?
Nope. It's
just
a singles match now.
Is it going to be one?
Bronson Reed, like
he's going to come back as a zombie like that ref did.
He's going to be like, hey, my opponent's died, so I can advance, right?
Right. We don't need to do all of this, right? We can just, I mean, there's cops still in the back doing some talking, so I feel like it's not the right time to go. I mean, respectful,
Bronson steps over the corpse.
I mean, Otis should be a suspect, but you know what? Maybe
Maxine Dupree decided to just bow and.
I'm like, you know what?
And Bray's like, yo, whoa, what's this? I was just wanting to do my little dance. I mean, whoa, you little freak.
And the moral of the story is, don't be a bully. Like Chad Gable.
All right, so look, the SmackDown was not like really memorable except for Randy Orton coming out and saving the day. I mean. If you want to talk about the promo battle between Styles and Cody, that was cool. I got to go here. So, Clash at the Castle, there were so many things a lot of people were talking about, but my thing was that I Quit match was so damn good. I enjoyed that one probably the most. And I must say, for some crazy, sad, sick version in my head, I wanted Gallows, Anderson, and Mia Yim to take out Mama Rose. And threatened to take her out. I mean, I thought if AJ was all about, because he said, "I'll do whatever it takes."
Yeah,
take out the mama. Cody ain't gonna let nothing happen to his mama.
Yeah,
I mean, Cody's gonna hawk up and do whatever he has to, but man, Mama just punked out AJ.
Honestly, they couldn't have picked a better match to start.
Yeah.
And when I was watching it live, or not live, but when I watched it the next day, I was kind of like, why are they starting with this? But there's other matches you could have started the pay per view with, and then I watched the match and I was like, okay, yeah, that was perfect.
It was. Of course, AJ going, "We got a blader," in that thick Georgia accent. You know, he fits in so well with the Scots. Hi, we got a blader.
Well,
but international traveler AJ Styles.
It's that Gainesville slang for you.
Oh yeah. I heard it as soon as I heard him say it too. I died laughing. But yeah, I thought this match was fun. Also, kudos to the referee telling Styles about the rope. I did not catch that until after the show.
What happened with the rope?
Well, here's the thing, and this was kind of happened throughout the show. If you saw, the ropes were loose for some reason.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. And if you could go check, you'll see the referee when AJ finishes his entrance. The ref is shaking the rope, telling AJ, and you see AJ nodding his head.
Yeah,
and they do the same for Cody, or talent name, the women's tag team champion talent name. So I guess he was the mystery opponent. So
I love talent name. Huge fan.
Yeah, I mean, Fake is pissed.
Almost as good as that Invisible Man.
I don't know. Vacant is pissed because Fake is Hall of Fame material. That man's got more title belts than you can ever think of.
You missed what I was saying.
Oh, I know the Invisible Man. Trust me. Hold on. I'm a wrestling fan. I know about the Invisible Man. Hold on. Sometimes I wish we booked the Invisible Man. So,
how much?
Hey, he would have been a lot cheaper than some of the talent that we've seen.
A lot better too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get about 5 of those, and we'll be okay.
Exactly.
That's not my job.
Go out and have fun.
Yeah.
So in this match, it was really good back and forth. I love the handcuff spot.
Yeah.
The one part that cracked me up, though, is after Styles or Rhodes finds a way to maneuver those handcuffs for himself, and he throws the chair at AJ, which hell of a spot with the phenomenal forearm. It gets hit and lands in the chair or through the table safely.
Yeah.
I was like, this is why AJ is so damn good. It's like, you got the best two guys really that can work well with each other.
Oh, yeah.
So, but the damn key was right there. And I'm just going, really? We're going to make it that easy. No, we couldn't have Gallows have the key around his neck or beard or Anderson. So Cody gets the handcuffs, and Cody, let me put it this way. No one does angry babyface like Cody Rhodes. I mean, this man obliterated Styles. And my favorite part was when he gets the stairs. He's about to kill him. And Styles like, I quit. Yeah. And my favorite part is Mama's looking like the punishment. I would have loved if Mama did that. And I needed some more. Mama Rose used to be a wrestling character. Don't worry about Art Anderson being the referee. I need Mama Rose.
Last time a wrestler's mom got involved with the show, that ended badly.
Yes, I know. But Mama Rose
up on a forklift pallet.
Dude, but Mama Rose can hold her own. I think she can stiff some of these wrestlers right now. I'll tell you right now.
I saw him a few weeks ago.
She will clothesline some people. Oh, really? You saw him again? Your favorite wrestler?
Negative.
Yeah. Hold on. So do you like him more, or do you like Joe Hendry?
Neither.
You got to pick one, though.
That's not an answer, pal.
That's not a pal. Come on.
Look, if I'm picking one, I'm picking Buff.
Oh, come on. You know you ain't getting no good match with Buff. You know that.
Well, Mark is back. I'm just taking notes. Don't mind me.
Yeah, Asper Cream. This match is brought to you by Ben Gay and Gigolos.
Yeah.
Season 3. Because Buff didn't know how to wrap the stuff.
It was a work, brother. It was a work.
Yeah. It was a work. He really didn't do nothing. Just like, nobody went to Liv's hotel. Shit. Guarantee you, Jerry got the key card. We know where he we would be like, where'd Jerry go?
I saw him in the elevator. I think
He said he had to go. I was like, oh, he must have had the runs. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm going to the buffet. He went to the So that's fine. Yeah.
Hey,
I
look,
was offered. I said no thanks.
Y'all have to worry about me. I'm going to be more like Carlito. I'm not going to be like Papa. I'm not going to be like Papa Damien, where he's like, Dominic. Oh shoot! What that?
It was right of a '90s sitcom. I'm like, what are we doing?
You know what's funny? Pat McAfee, who I can't stand, but my God, he goes, yeah, Rey Mysterio must be angry with the Judgment Day turning his son into the piece of crap he is. I'm going, man, Priest and Finn are trying to raise Dominic the best they can without Rhea. You leave these two dads alone.
Yeah.
They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's no handbook to this. Like, they're trying to figure out, like, how do we take care of them? We'll play that. We'll play it by ear.
Yeah, JD McNugget is more like your, the friend that's next door neighbor type of person. You got Carlito, who's just the bum that lives on the couch, and that'll be me because he's like, oh, that's cool.
That's a '90s sitcom.
That's cool.
Wait, this game? That's cool.
Cool.
Hit the last track, and then
see, and then, like I said, so much fun with Raw. But all right, then they had the women's tag match. Oh, that match! A lot of people were killing Jade Cargill.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
and not just the botch, but you're getting choked out, and it's like. And I'm going. At first, I thought, "Oh, they're just saying that." And I looked up, and I'm seeing her.
Yeah. You legit see, like, wait, Jessica, Carr, her back was, and then, but you can see, you can literally see it.
And you hear, Jessica probably had to have said, "Okay, you gotta stop tapping, or I gotta stop this match." Oh shit!
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, I'm glad that Isla Dawn and Alba Fire won. We talked about what happened with Alba with her mom passing.
Yeah.
They were really the only Scots that had a chance to win.
Yeah.
And you could do it without pinning what's called Bianca and Jade, which don't even get me started with Zoe saying, "Oh, we didn't lose." I'm like,
your tag partner took the pin, right? You do realize how that. Even though it's not you, you're part of the team, so technically that's part of you. Yeah. And so ergo, you took the L. And
hold on. Let me help you out better. You're no Roman Reigns. You cannot say I didn't lose. You two are jobbers. You two can say, "Yeah, we both lost." Roman could look at someone and go, "I didn't lose. Sammy did." See, that's the way you do it. Because look at that money. Look at that time. If I pay you this much money, you can say whatever you want. If I ain't paying you much, Zoe, keep it quiet. Yeah. Of course, Shayna wanted to say on Twitter about Zoe did 4 springboards. It was more like 2. And I couldn't tell if she actually performed it because I thought she messed up a couple, but that was just me. But I just think, to be fair, that was hard on Jay. Yeah. Jerry could probably tell us because you fuck up something, what usually happens? You're trying to hurry up, and the guy in your
cover it,
and someone's going to slow you down.
And I mean, not even that. Okay, the ropes were loose. That's going to add to it, and there's so much there that is more than just her fucking up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was to me. To me, if we're going to go after folks, let's just be equal about it. That's what I'm going to say. It felt okay, even if Jade, it just feels like people already kind of had it out for Jade anyway. So
they do.
So people just look for any rhyme or reason to just say, "Oh, that's why she belongs in developmental." They're looking for reasons.
That's all it is because she came to WWE and got pushed right away. That's
right.
All
yeah, basically, she basically went from the minor league. She didn't. She basically skipped AAA. Mm-hmm. She just went straight to the majors, and feel like she didn't pay her dues or whatever. But here's
that's
the thing.
all this is.
Yeah, because when I read the comments, I'm like, if you don't, okay, if you didn't like whatever the botch was, that's fine. That's your that's your point of view. But more, it was more. The more you read into it, you're like, they were just looking for her to just mess up at any point so they can go on Twitter, they can go on social media in general and just say, this is what we've been trying to say along. And listen, it's not justifiable what they're saying, but the fact of the matter is that, hey, Jerry could have said, listen, when you mess up, hey, listen, it happens to, we've seen Hall of Famers botch and mess up.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but here we're looking at Jade, and it's personal. And like people may say, "Oh no." I can tell when you're just being, objective, saying, "Hey, she messed up," but no, there were people already looking for her downfall.
Yeah,
and this was the moment right here to say, "Oh well, that's why she doesn't belong," and da 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 da. And I'm like, that's not fair. That's certainly not fair to Jade, because we've seen a mess up or two more in that pay-per-view as well.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
My thing is, okay, if you're gonna crucify Jade for screwing a springboard up, and believe me, springboards are not easy to pull off. I used to do them. And you got to do the same thing to AJ Styles, Zoe Starks, or anybody else that does a fucking springboard.
Yeah. That's my whole thing. Is like, if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna go hard on Jade, then nobody else should be the exception. But with Jade, it just feels personal to me. It just feels personal, where like, listen, she's not perfect. She's learning, like most of those, still learning, and it just felt personal. I'm like, that shouldn't have been the takeaway of the match. The takeaway was Alba Fire, Isla. That should have been. That should have been the headline. That should have been them winning in their native country. But people chose to make Jade the headline when it should have been about Alba Fire and Isla Dawn.
Right. Yeah. Because I mean, there's so many things that goes into doing something as simple as a springboard.
Yeah.
Foot placement, jump. The ropes need to be tight enough to do it. There's so much, because if you jump and your toes or heels are the only thing that catches, you're gonna fuck up. You have to literally be dead center of that rope, or you're not gonna land right.
Yeah, and there's no redoing it.
No.
So, and look, I personally wasn't mad about the screw up. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I didn't even see it until then I saw it on the internet.
Yeah.
And then I just was like, in my mind, okay, explains why she was rushing a whole lot. And look, it was Scotland, and look, I get it. My thing is this: she is at this point where they have put a lot of investment in her.
Yeah.
So some people are kind of going, they don't deserve to give her that investment. And I'm going, well, they did.
And I could see it being pressure too.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Because she knows they've put this much into her, and she knows that they're pushing her to do her best. And the pressure is just, she's getting nervous or getting anxious or whatever. And mistakes happen. And sometimes that can be on a bad thing, but luckily, this time nobody got hurt. But, there is that thought process.
I will put it this way. I personally think she's going to learn from it. Yeah. And not only that, she had a hell of a partner, because if y'all see what people want to show one thing, they don't ever show other stuff. I saw the scene where Bianca is walking down the back with her, keeping your head up. Yeah. But see, what I loved about that, Bianca didn't have to say, or Bianca didn't say it. She just was, or you heard her, but that is the type of leader you have to be, so that Jade's kicking herself already. Don't need to, beat her even more. So I think the main takeaway for me, though, was that Alba and Isla, even though that, you can say what you want about build or they just got thrown in. Look, sometimes can we just thank WWE for doing this?
I wanted them to win. I
did too.
I was hoping they would win. And that's not just the fact that they were in their hometown or what happened to Alba here recently. That's just me enjoying them and liking them.
Yeah.
And wanting them to win.
we're talking about the women and who can they be using. Those two are really good options to be used.
Alba alone.
Alba,
First,
there should be no reason that Alba's not on, or Alba's on a shelf unless she's hurt.
Yeah.
But no, Alba should be wrestling singles, honestly.
Yeah.
But I like her and Alba. They're a good team. I would have loved if they teamed up with Piper. If they would have had Piper in like the crew. Yeah. But we'll talk about that match because we saw a masked luchadora, and I was very excited about this. Chelsea. But hold on. So we got the Intercontinental title match. Chad Gable versus Sammy. And look, I thought two things were going to happen. We were going to get a new Intercontinental champion, or we were going to get Otis smackdowning, hitting his finisher on Chad Gable. And needless to say, I was disappointed. I hate to say it like that because I love the match. I love their work together. Yeah. I want to see more with them. But I really felt like this was a big miss because it's like they kept delaying, and even Monday Night Raw where Chad gets pushed down, it's like it didn't feel like enough because if you heard the announcers, they were like wanting more. Like they wanted blood. But the match, I must say this, though. Jerry, I'm going to have to push you just to see if you could perform a perfect chop block onto somebody else because that was freaking hilarious. Because, my God, seeing Chad Gable getting thrown into Maxine and he just delivers that chop block, I'm like, oh, wow, that was very perfect.
That was pretty flush.
It's like, man, it's almost like he did that on purpose.
Like he rehearsed that.
If I could call, did he do that on purpose? It's like I'm going, man, I don't know. I've never tripped and actually, chop blocked anybody, but you tell me. So, all right. So, Darius, what did you think of the Intercontinental title match and all the shenanigans that happened afterwards?
No, I think it was a good match. These two always put on a good match, so it was a great match. And I talked in our preview. I said Otis is going to play somewhat of a factor in it because I really wanted him. I wanted him to do more with Chad. Well, something more did happen to Chad later, but yeah, to the late Chad Gable, I should say. But I don't want nobody coming after me. But I think he.
That face.
Yeah, it's like a kid who thought, I'm gonna make it, and then he's riding a motorcycle. He's gonna make it over the Grand Cane and just made it a little bit short. I'm gonna win it. Helluva kick. Nope. Nope. The music.
Where'd he go?
But I think the match was great. I think the shenanigans, it works. I think we're kind of on the verge of maybe getting something with them. I think we talk about a lot with the Creed brothers because I think more than that, I think he's done. I think we're getting that transition where I think he's just tired of losing and he's going to continually blame Maxine and Otis and Tozawa. So I think this match did a lot of stuff both in the ring and out of the ring moving forward. But as far as these two, they work great together. They were very simpatico, so and that was the key. We knew it was going to be a great match, and Sammy retaining. I mean, they could have really gone either way with this, and I would have been okay with it. It wasn't like a match where I would have been upset if one didn't win or not. But it was either way. Sammy wins, so we'll get to Raw, but because that was my question: where do we go if Sammy wins? And we kind of got our answer to that. So that was my biggest concern. If you keep the belt on Sammy, where do we go? From a directional point, we have another major PLE coming. So what's going? So like I say, good match. I love Otis, the MVP, saving Maxine. He to me, he's the number one guy. So him and Dominic Mysterio, Hall of Fame guys. So
I never thought of it that way. Hey, pick up Maxine and take her to the back.
You don't need championships to be Hall of Famers. Look at those two guys. Look at their body of work. You're like,
Carlito in the background. That's cool.
Hey, it's cool. Hit the music.
Or just play the pyros for Judgment Day. You see Carlito.
That's cool. And then roll the credits in the show.
All right, Jerry, what do you think?
No, I agree. The match was really good. Now seeing Raw, I understand why Sammy won and why they did it the way they did it with Maxine. Again, I was like you. I was expecting either a title change or Alpha Academy imploding. So, but I mean, the way they handled it, it worked out. It turned out, good. So.
Like I said, it's just one of those when you see it, you're like, man, it'd be really good if this and then you're seeing it, it's just like, maybe CM Punk's right. Stop fantasy booking. I had to bring that in there because that was. Oh, I cannot wait to talk about him because, my lord. So Bailey versus Piper. I feel bad because I feel like we're gonna.
So glad she got a title shot though.
Yeah, I am too. What's up, Ron? Thank you. What up, brother? Yeah, I think I kind of dropped the ball on putting out stuff, but my bad. But anyway,
it'll be all right.
But yeah, we're talking about how Bailey looked against Piper. Piper looked great. I loved the backstory they brought up about her. But honestly, this match, normally I'd say, oh, it's all about what Piper was doing with Bailey. How to influence a match when you're not in the match. Chelsea Green 101. That woman put on a show. And also, I love Wade Barrett. And we're going to talk more about Wade Barrett too, because I was so happy he was part of the broadcast. Oh, my Lord. He was having fun about this. But so Chelsea grabs or slaps Bailey at one point, then pulls, and then she gets mad because she gets her hand stepped on, and she's jostled around Little Nate. I mean, this man's a legend. This man has wrestled with Ric Flair, for Christ's sakes.
He wasn't seeing all of that. He was like, nope.
He's seen some things. So, what did y'all think about this match? Like I said, I was enjoying this match. I thought this match was cool.
I enjoyed it. The stuff with Chelsea was perfect, because it kept her involved, but didn't really take away the match too much. Like I said, I'm happy that Piper finally got a title shot for some title other than a tag title. I would have liked to send a little more, but what we got was perfect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jerry. I think like I say, for Piper, I'm happy for the multitude of reasons, but she's kind of for her to get this title, in her home country, in front of, to me, like I said, we kind of talked about with sometimes stories just write themselves, and for her to have her title shot, and listen, she put on a great performance. Like let's be clear, it didn't feel like she belonged, in that match, because you'll have some that say, well, she's just there because, she's got, and I'm like, no, she belonged because at the end of the day, if you look at all of what they put Piper Niven through or Doudrop, whatever, what they put her through, she earned her way into that title match, like super clear on that. And of course, Bailey win. And also, listen, Chelsea Green, look, when you want to talk about when they brought her back, and to me, she just adds, obviously she adds stuff in the ring, but it's her stuff outside the ring and her gimmick, it works. And for it not to kind of feel like, and like what Jerry said, it didn't take away from the match. It was entertaining. And I think some folks, you got to remind folks that what the E and WWE, stands for entertainment. Like people are like, oh, well, like folks, it stands for entertainment. And Chelsea, and listen, and then obviously her luchador friend came in. Listen, I enjoyed that too. I don't know who she is. She looks a lot like
Booyaka.
hey. That's cool.
I was like, man, Ray's really training this next generation.
That's why he's in the Hall of Fame. Champion.
You know what would have been funny if Rey Mysterio had just put a towel over his head, run out to the back to get his mask back?
Yeah, like LJ was guiding him, like, hey, get my
Zelina with the flip flop. I'm sorry, this just popped in my head.
I've been so good. I'm like, you know what, Triple H. But
it's good.
But I think, like I said, to kind of put a button on it, I think, like, to me, for Bayley, we know what the money match is going to probably be, her and Nia.
Yeah.
Probably more along the collision. But for this match, like I said, Piper put on a great performance, given the circumstances. And like I said, it's well deserved. And it's be amazing. Like, this is her, like her first singles. Like you're like, wait a minute, how long has she been? But you'll be surprised. And it's like, and she didn't disappoint. And I hope that this is not her last opportunity at a belt, at a singles belt. Especially, hopefully, someone they put a mid card belt in the company, and I think she would definitely be high on that list of those who should kind of compete for that. So I enjoyed it, and obviously Chelsea Green, all of it was very, very good.
Yeah,
I love this match. Like I said, well, see, I love Bayley, the booty, and also, Piper. I love a big woman, but yeah. Man, Chelsea, she is so freaking hilarious. I mean, from her promos to the way she talks, and then just running down with the dang mask on. It's like, she is so committed to the gimmick, to just doing whatever she needs to, and I'm thankful for her being in WWE. I liked watching her in NXT, by the way, against Roxanne. Mm-hmm. I didn't expect her to be that good, but man, just let her have a couple of matches where she could show what she could do. I would be so happy for her. But yeah, man, I thought Piper, I hope they do another match, because you bringing up about the women's match, there's really not a feud to pick up on unless maybe we do a fatal 4-way with Naomi, and Chelsea, and just because I say in this, because Naomi was holding on to the belt on SmackDown and wouldn't let it go, but which was funny. It's almost like, oh yeah, my hands is all of a sudden stuck to this. Randy Orton's making eyes with the world title. Naomi can't let go of title. What's going on in SmackDown, people? Come on now, keep your hands to yourself.
No,
Gary, I've told you about that. And by the way, I forgot. So what do we think about, so this was hilarious. Cody celebrating with the title. Cody needs to start looking to the other side first, because every time he looks around, he looks to the opposite. I mean, I swear he does it by instinct. His daddy must have taught him that, because he's like celebrating with the belt, and then here's some the Weekend solo coming out. And I'm just going, yeah, all of a sudden, what did Cody think? Oh, we're going to do a duet? And then we got, Tama, and Loa. And then, of course, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton show up. I love the whole thing, but my favorite part was Randy Orton staring at the belt. So do we think we're going to get a six-man matchup at Money in the Bank, baby? Or are we going to get Solo versus Cody? Me personally, I hope it's a 6-man. What do y'all say?
Yeah, 6-man.
Yeah. I really prefer the 6-man.
Yeah, I mean, you could get away with doing it. I mean, it's not like Cody's not doing nothing with the belt. Cody's been defending the belt. And now, all right, so now the next question. So, Randy going to turn on Cody?
I could see it.
Yeah, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Do we need to have a heel Randy Orton, or can a face Orton work, or
no?
Let's just do it as a heel.
Yeah,
I think we need heel Randy back.
Yeah, if it's either heel Randy or nothing. Like I'm not. I like babyface Randy. Don't get me wrong, but when we get heel Randy, we're talking like top 5 heel.
All right. All right. Hold on. Now I want to throw this out, okay? Because this is just me thinking. Who would you want to see heel more? Heel Randy or heel Kevin Steen?
I'll throw this to Jerry first because he throws it to me first. So I'll throw this right back at him first.
If you had to choose, I mean, you could do what you did with the first one.
Depending on which version of Randy.
Yeah.
That would be my depending on question here.
I just want Kevin Owens.
If we're getting Legend Killer Randy Orton, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, Owens.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, if we could get Owens, it's like I just keep thinking about how would a heel Owens work with Triple H? That's kind of what I want. Because especially with Nick Aldis, it's almost like Nick Aldis is there. You could do something with that.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with Kevin Owens. I mean, but I know he's comical, but dude, man, I'm sorry, but when I saw him as Steen, that's the guy I loved was Kevin Steen. So it's like that's what I would like to see. But he probably enjoying being a face. What do you say, Darius? Since we went ahead and went before you.
No, to me, I always loved heel Randy. Even the punt. Maybe the punting in the head, Randy Orton. Maybe a little like yeah, like even that. It's like
when you kiss your boss's wife in front of him when he's handcuffed.
It's like
that took my heart.
It's like, you know what? When I saw that, I'm like, you know what?
That's cool.
It's cool.
We're gonna have Carlito. We need to get a sounder of Carlito. Just go. That's cool.
That's the most 90s sitcom thing. It works so well.
And he nails it all the time.
And it's like after like someone does something right at the end of the episode, he goes, "Hey, kid,
that's cool.
That's cool." And roll the credits. Executive producer. But to me, and cut. We're done before lunch, guys. We can just wrap this up. It's only 10:30, guys. We can wrap this up.
I'll be right back.
All right.
But to me, I absolutely would prefer heel Randy. Like nothing against heel no Kevin Steen, like which is no slouch in itself. But it's just something about Randy. I think at this point in his career, I think he's got one more good heel run in him. And I think he's kind of like not saying he's retiring next year or 2 years from now, but I think we're gonna get that heel Randy, and it's gonna be so good because not a lot of guys in the company. We've seen a lot of guys in the company just be heel, obviously, but it's something about when Randy goes heel, it hits different, and he's able to be one of those guys that he can be like the baby face. Everybody, when he was the baby face initially, it wasn't really well received. Mm-hmm. But when he was heel Randy, all the heat, all of that, and people tend to forget that when they tried to make him a baby face like early in his career, like it was, I don't want to say it was similar to like Roman Reigns situation where the crowd was like, we like him, but if you turn him the other way, we'll like him more.
Yeah, and not only that, he found himself so well as a heel. He really did.
He felt comfortable being the heel. And we as fans saw that he was comfortable being heel.
Oh yeah,
and that was important. So I wouldn't be all that shocked if we see a heel Randy. Potentially maybe that will be a SummerSlam. Before SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm thinking if it happens, I'm thinking he would turn on Cody like Money in the Bank or the first Friday night on SmackDown.
Right. It'll be somewhere. Yeah, and definitely before. Yeah, I like your suggestion. Like maybe Money in the Bank, even if we get like that Friday, the Friday after the pay-per-view. Either way, that's when you kind of, if you're going to pull the trigger on the move, that's when you do it.
Yeah, and look, to me, it's like this. He can do whatever he wants. It's Randy Orton, and not with that, it would help Cody to have someone like him to be going after. I think Cody and Randy could have a hell of a feud.
Yeah.
All I ask is this. I don't want Cody to fall for any more stupidness. Yeah, you fell for the contract thing. I got you. That was Logan Paul being a jerk. I got that. The AJ Styles thing, come on now. I mean, that was more, when the fans are booing fatherhood.
Yeah.
I want to know, did those fans enjoy Father's Day? Because those people.
Man, those were miserable. Like, what did your dad do? What did your father figure do? What happened? Because it's like, it wasn't even split. It was just like, it wasn't even 50-50. It was like 80-20. I'm like, whoa.
I mean, Adam Copeland couldn't make that look good. He would be like, hey, guys.
You gotta do something. I can't handle that.
They don't like fatherhood, apparently. Hello, moms. Who loves moms? I love moms.
Yeah, we love you.
Hello, mama. All right. Well, one of the best moments, short-lived, though. So we get Drew McIntyre with the crowd, the Scottish band,
that's when
everything.
That's what.
I mean, he comes out like a freaking hero. He comes out like William Wallace. I mean, well, minus the autograph to the kid with the cardboard box. That was kind of cool. But he's doing he's 1,000% the baby face in this.
Yeah.
All right. And then, of course, All Rise El Campeon. He's being booed unmercifully. Not as bad as I thought it would be. I mean, look, you're never going to get ECW hating John Cena like he did in that entrance.
Yeah.
That will forever be the greatest championship entrance for a man that was not a heel getting heel treatment. One of the best things I think about John Cena was that whole entrance. I loved it. That was one of my favorites. But anyway, so the match starts off, and man, I love the fact when just small things, the introductions. Priest looked to the crowd with the belt, and Drew just gets right in his face still. And I'm just going, oh, this is going to be good. And I'm in my head, I'm going, how the hell are they going to make this? How the hell are they going to beat Drew? Because look, walking in, there's no way I didn't think Priest was going to lose.
No.
All right. Too many things we've talked about.
Yeah.
All right. Would I have liked to see Drew win? Sure. I mean, it's home crowd, everything, yeah. But, nah. Then we get to that spot. We talked about Jade. We talked about AJ. Talked about everybody else. Damian Priest goes for a move that he's done 1,000 times. I mean, Jerry, he's probably done that move so many times. And his foot just slips. Yep. And holy crap! I thought.
I thought he broke his ankle.
Bad.
On top of that, I thought he hit his head on the fucking.
Okay, that's what I thought too. Because I'm like going, oh, I hope he's not concussed. That's what I was worried about first.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the replay, I'm like, oh, even worse.
Yeah.
And thank God for Drew McIntyre. Made things make sense. Kicking him, and everything, and then bringing him back in the ring, and the fans are. He goes, "I gotta do it. I can't win the title without him in the ring."
Right.
And it's like, oh, we are stupid.
Yeah.
And by the way, Michael Cole, Corey Graves, and Wade Barrett, can they do every pay-per-view, please? Because I loved hearing those guys. I mean, I didn't have to hear dog or oh, we gotta yeet. I yeeted myself, Paul. Oh, I yeeted myself, Mike. Oh, that's weird.
Little Australian that came out there to me.
Yeah.
We don't like this at all now, do we?
No, mate. We don't like this at all. No.
I'm gonna go find me a kangaroo and take.
Oh, kick his eye. Oh, he's one son of a bitch. It's like
to Australian listeners about. You're welcome.
Yeah. Hey, Australia, we love you.
Sydney, Brisbane, we see you, we hear you. You're welcome.
So, but I'm just saying they really did a good job, talking about this and really picking up the vibe in the crowd. The match goes, and then Damian Priest I don't know about y'all, but this may be one of his best dang title defenses, or running as a champ was this match. When I saw that Razor's Edge with 1 foot, I was like, that's bad. That's awesome. That's badass. That's it. He did South of Valhalla, also, the choke slam. And this is before, because I'm going to go here. We got to talk about the best damn camera angle, the best damn reveal of a special guest referee. So some mystery man with red shoes dives in with salt and pepper hair, slick back. 1, 2, after Drew McIntyre had a visible pin on Damian. And then he just has 2 fingers, or, he's got 2, and McIntyre's looking. And when he sees it, we see it. CM Punk. And by the way,
perfect.
Oh, thank you, Triple H, for this camera crew. I keep forgetting the guy's name, but my God, this camera guy or the camera director, thank you.
Yeah. Because
that was epic. And the crowd shut up. It was like you were in the library all of a sudden. And of course, the fans were booing, but then CM Punk goes and finds CM Punk fans. The only thing I'm going to say, CM Punk, you're a villain in this spot. Embrace it. Let the fans boo you. You're rich, bitch. You're CM Punk. Don't matter to you if these people are heartbroken. No, he's hugging up on the CM Punk fans, which was hilarious because you hear Wade Bear, this is a screw job. This is ridiculous. The people are outraged. And there's people hugging on CM Punk. And I'm just like,
thanks, man. It's like, wait, are we watching the same thing?
Yeah, thank you.
Is this a different version of Peacock? I'm not watching because it feels like.
Yeah, is this another version? Did we get the? Is this the rose-colored glasses? So, what did y'all think of the main event and then the spot? Because I got to tell you that I thought that was one hell of a match.
Yeah,
and like I said, coming into it, I did not have any expectation of Drew McIntyre winning the pile. So I'm not trying to be like, oh, you should win. No.
Yeah.
But what do y'all think?
I knew that Drew wasn't going to walk out as champion, and more so the fact of not that it's not time to take it off of Priest is the fact of they're in Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to win the title. Overall, the match was fucking great. That the spot with the foot kind of scared me. Just because, I mean, we all know what that can do. Look at Foley's fucking ear.
Yeah.
Luckily, the ropes weren't that tight, so it didn't do any extensive damage. And then the finish, of course. I figured he was going to get screwed somehow, but I figured it was going to be Carlito. Because Carlito's technically not in the Judgment Day.
Yeah, I got you.
Judgment Day is cool. But I love them building on the CM Punk thing. So having Punk run out, slide in, make the 1, the 2, and then nope, sorry, not happening.
Not cool for you.
It was perfect, like placement, and the perfect way to get Drew out of the win, essentially, without saying, "Hey, fuck you, you're not winning the title." Let's do it this way and build on something. Then we'll come back to that. But yeah, it was a good match.
All right, come on, Ladarius, give me some good stuff.
Here's the thing. We talked about how great the camera work is. When I saw the ref bump, I said, a part of me said, this is where if any moment CM Punk shows up, it would have been this moment. Because shout out to the ref for taking that bump. Like shout out to that ref. But the minute you saw, sliding through the ring, you're like, this is gonna be Drew's moment. He's gonna win it in front of his people. And then you saw the one, and then you saw the oh no. Camera pans over, and then the peace sign was and it was a throwback to the shirt.
And it's a swear. And not only that, but that sign, it's a swear in Scotland too.
Yeah. And that's what made it even funnier. When I read it, like, oh, it's a swear to him, like, that's what made it even better. And I'm like, so he got him twofold. And that's why building upon great story, this is going to be the feud of the summer.
Amen.
And sometimes people feel, I don't know how you guys feel, but, when I think of great feuds, I don't necessarily feel you need a belt to have a great feud.
Nope.
No.
To me, when I look at this, I was talking to someone about it, and I told him, I said, when I think of, would it be great if I had a belt in it? Sure. But when we're talking about McIntyre and Punk, this thing goes way beyond a belt. Yeah. It goes way beyond a title. It doesn't matter who gets what. It's personal. It's real. It wouldn't even matter if no belt would be involved in this. At the end of the day, what we're seeing, we saw the continuation of a storyline. We just continually saw Drew's frustration of getting there, reaching. He's going to finally reach the apex once again. Mm-hmm. And then here comes CM Punk, kind of like Sherlock Holmes, the Moriarty, his foe, just screwing him out of it. That's what made it great. Because when I saw the band come out, I'm like, oh, there's no way Drew's winning this match.
He's screwed.
I'm like, when I saw it, I said, there was no way in my mind. If I could go to Vegas, or if this was betting, I'm like, there's no way I'm betting Drew winning this match.
I'm putting it all on Priest.
They're laid it on thick. I'm like, don't let the moment where Drew gets the high moment. No, he's going to lose. And also in that same, for Damian Priest, once again, getting one of the great match. So I think this match accomplished a lot of things, more so on the CM Punk Drew McIntyre side. But like for Damian Priest, we gotta think about like the type of matches Damian Priest been putting on this year, and just putting on for the fact that his title defenses, because people are like, oh well, how's he gonna defend the belt? How's he gonna do? Let's just let him have a run. Like before we start, it feels like you could take out Damian Priest's name and put Cody Rhodes' name in that, and it's literally the same rhetoric. Yep. Let them have a run. They're going to face viable challenges until they get to whomever they drop the belt to. And the beauty part of it is just focus on their run now. Focus on, especially with Damian Priest. Like, to see him, I don't know if you guys saw, like, when he was at the Puerto Rican Pride at the parade, and seeing him with that belt, interacting with that crowd, it was something to me. And it was like, WWE understands. Not only does Damian Priest deserve it, but it means so much to other people that he has that belt. And I think sometimes we lose sight of that. It reminds me of like with Kofi Kingston, or like it means more in the grand scheme of things for the belt. Having a great run and having the representation, and Damian Priest, basically is just I'm just looking forward to Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
To see how that plays out. Because that's the situation where we'll probably talk about later, where you can legit flip a coin and you can make a case. Damian retaining, Damian losing. You can make a case, but I enjoyed this match. Progression of a storyline. Everything about that main event just worked out for all the parties involved to me. And thank God Damian Priest okay, because that thing looked really, I thought legit it was his angle, and then I saw his head. I'm like, I'm hoping he didn't, kind of like a recoil hit his head on the.
Yeah.
I'm like, so, because that could have been even worse. So, great match and great stuff overall.
I gotta tell you, I gotta give Damian Priest so much credit. Andrew McIntyre, also Wade Barrett. If you didn't hear Wade Barrett at the end and also at that pro show, my. Look, we all watch, and we're all three of us we're like, okay, this is what's going to happen. But to make you feel like, oh crap, was it? because they're pretty upset about this. This doesn't, guys, for us it would be like, yeah, whatever. But they were selling throughout, and I just think I really appreciate what Wade Barrett did, and I cannot wait to talk about SmackDown this coming Friday because I really have an idea, and it's going to involve McIntyre and Wade Barrett, not just it's just something. I've been wondering. So, but I thought Wade Barrett was freaking phenomenal in this thing, especially at the post show where after Triple H's comments about, it's great seeing Punk and letting him do what he wants. It's, when he has sweets, he kind of goes crazy. And it's like, and Barrett is like, you need to fire him. He's poison. He's this. He's that. And it's like, oh, okay. Damn, you sound like you really, did you get some money on this there, Wade?
Right. Check your bank account.
Yeah. All right.
$20, man. Are you all right?
So Monday Night Raw, Corpus Christi, or, sometimes that's where the corpse live is Christie. But anyway.
We did you some corpses, though. So, apropos.
Yeah. I mean, they don't respond to shit. So.
Yeah, that was.
But this is the show that everybody wanted to do stuff for. But anyway. Monday Night Raw is starting, and I'm like waiting because for some reason nothing's coming on yet. The little thing that comes on, if you didn't watch, it was blurred up. It was cutting in and out.
Yeah, it was kind of distorted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So without knowing, you knew something was going to be happening with the Wyatts.
Either it that was or going down. Clue.
Yeah, exactly. So, but you knew something was about to go down. So I loved it. So I was already hooked, and then you hear the music. Burn it down. After 70.
Not how I was expecting them to start the show.
Yeah. And, look, I was not expecting Tony D'Angelo to be called up to Monday Night Raw, but for stealing Seth's music, and then I realized it was Seth Rollins actually was under all that. I am not lying. I saw that, the look, and I'm like.
There's so many people say, oh, he faked his injury. There's no way he's healed yet.
Oh, we're going to talk because those people are annoying me.
Understand that it was not a full tear.
Yeah, people don't like to read, Jerry. That's the
fact of okay, it wasn't a full tear. They don't have to slice his knee open to fix it.
Right. Yeah.
It's no different than a rotator cuff surgery.
Yeah. Well, look, we'll discuss it because those same idiots were, and you know who they are, and I got to say it, it's those AEW Mark boys that get mad, but they're like, oh, talk about the story, talk about how this guy does. First of all, I want you to look at me, people.
I'm not looking.
Okay? I'm not looking. I just want people to look at me.
I don't want the eyes. All right.
I know, but just gotta look. Hold on, I don't have a crazy eyes. Look, he's Seth freaking Rollins, the MVP of WrestleMania. I have no problem with him getting a title shot. First of all, I love Seth coming back. I could have done without seeing McAfee and Michael Cole dancing together. But everybody else, the crowd's enjoying him. I'm glad. I love the kid that had, we want Seth to come back, and here it is, Seth showing up.
Yeah.
But this was cool because he felt the crowd wanting him back. And he's been needed.
He could have easily taken more time off than that.
Yeah. He could have. Like I said, he had a golden ticket of, look, what you did, you take whatever you need.
He could have took the summer. He could have took more of the summer off and came back.
He could have came back next year.
Yeah, right. Hold on. Becky showed up. Becky's like, I want to have another baby. He showed out and it's like, I got to get my new outfit on. I got to go. I got to put some work in.
I got to flight to CC, baby.
Woo! I got to go to Corpus Christi.
They need me, baby. They need me.
I see the raw signal.
Yeah.
Drift God away. So yeah,
far away. So that was great.
Yeah, and look, he looks amazing. But the thing I loved about it,
he didn't shave his head.
Oh, me too. I was so scared. I was like, dude, don't you ever tease us like that again, and don't you ever shave too, because that beard this doesn't need to be going away. Don't do it. Anyway, yeah,
we're a beard. We're a beard podcast. I just thought about that. We're
a beard podcast. Look if beard supply
beard
folks,
lives matter. Damn it.
Exactly, and thighs matter too. So, by God. Anyway, but beard, and that's cool. Yeah, I mean, even Carlito has a little thing.
Braun, get out of here. We got to end the show. Braun, get out of here.
Chew.
We're down 10K. Stop.
Yeah. I got to tell you, every time I see Braun run, I die laughing. I mean, it looks like me trying to run to the bathroom. Anyway, sorry. So
need that image.
Yeah, well,
it's already there. I don't know.
It's there. So
we'll be right
there. Now Seth talks about his goal, wanting the world title back. And you AEW fans, I want y'all to listen again. He talked about entering in the Money in the Bank, where you have to be in qualifying matches. He was okay with this. Then Damian Priest came out, because why? Judgment Day has to come out for everything. But El Capitan comes out, and he says he's happy to see Seth in good health, and tells him, I wanted to cash in on you. And I understood that. I thought that was legit. It's like, to me, that's like, hey, real recognize real. And you're the guy that did it first, but I wanted to be the guy that took it from you, because I knew what you made this title to be. But I cashed it on Drew because you couldn't handle it probably. But, we're not going there. But this was really cool, because then Damian just went super babyface by just saying, look, forget the ladders, forget Money in the Bank. Me, you, at Money in the Bank for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Cody, I need you to start watching Raw sometimes. Seth looked at him and said, are your boys going to come out and jump me? I know this is a trap. I'm not stupid.
All right.
Don't fall for the easy trap, Cody. I need you to get your brain back.
Ask questions, Cody. Ask questions.
Yes. If you feel something's off, listen to that voice.
Ask questions.
Or does Mama Rose need to be the person that hits you over the head with a flip-flop and go...
Thanks, Selena. What?
Yeah. But no. So, but, they accept the match, and I liked how they brought up their similarities. And Seth brought up, you need to stand up on your own feet and be your own man. And then that's when that challenge came out. So we're going to get Seth Rollins versus Damian Priest. Now, even though CM Punk says we shouldn't fantasy book. Well, Phil, I'm sorry, pal. We're fantasy booking this mother, because this is just too much. I can't just say no. Because here's the thing. You got a match with Gunther coming up. And if Gunther's going to be the next champ, wouldn't you want to give that prestige to Rollins, who will give him a hell of a match?
Yeah.
And then Gunther could take it from him? Or is this a way for them to give Damian a really good match also, let him get a win, and then see how he goes against Gunther and maybe do his turn there? But what are y'all thinking about what's with this now latest development in this case?
Hell, I don't even know, because like you said, I think Seth would give him a better match, would give Gunther a better match, but I also don't want him to rush and then get hurt again and then be out even longer. Yes, I'm kind of in the middle about it, but I think Seth would give him a better match.
Yeah. What do you say, Ladarius?
This is really tough because I love Seth, and I think it's going to be a good match. It's one of the things that I don't have no doubt about it. But I do believe a part of me feels that Damian is going to get a run for his money because he's Seth freaking Rollins.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best work I think and I don't think it's hyperbole to say one of the best work. I put him to me in the top 5. I could argue top 3 over the last, I'd say 10, 15 years, probably even more if you want to widen the time gap. I think this is going to be a test. Like Damian got a test with Drew at Clash, and I think it can only help Damian. Potentially assuming that Damian retains, if we're falling under that stream of thought, it can only help him to prepare him to face Gunther, who, the mayor of Chop City at SummerSlam. Jerry even shivered when I said Chop. That's the effect right there. To me, Seth's going to give him a match. I have no how healthy he is. We don't know, but folks, people thought, oh, he's going to be out for the. He could have, like Jerry, he could have set up the rest of the year, and I would have been fine. I would have been like seeing what he did at WrestleMania, seeing especially what he was dealing with at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, the man couldn't stand up on his own. Like
he couldn't stand on his own. The man could barely stand up, but he was the MVP of both nights of WrestleMania. He had every excuse in the world to go to Triple H, to go to management and say, let me get the rest of the summer off, and if you need me to come back end of the year or next year, I'd have been fine with it. But the fact that he showed back up, and I think to your point, C-Dub, when the show starts, why is the show not starting?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Is Hunter late to the booth, or is there something? He forgot his headphones or something?
If you think about it, he was only off 2 months.
Yeah. It was just a little about 2 months and 10
almost,
days.
Yeah, almost, yeah.
And that's what made it remarkable. And then when you hear the music, you're like, he gets it. And he had every excuse in the world not to be there. And most sensible fans would have been like,
honestly, I thought he was just coming out to make an announcement.
Yeah, I think he's gonna come out there and say, "Hey guys, I'm almost ready to go," or I'm here, see my face, open the show.
Yeah, I thought he was just coming out and say, "Hey, I'll be out for this amount of time. I'll see you."
Yeah, that's the vibe I got. And the next thing you know, I see El Champion come out, and I'm like, "Are we going to get what I think we're going to get?" and that's exactly what I was like, surely he's not going to face, but we got it. And look, I'll say this before I wrap it up. It's like, to me, this is going to be a test for Damian. Like I said, under the assumption that he retains at Money in the Bank. Damian is getting a nice little run here in preparation. He's going to be facing back-to-back former champions at 2, PLEs. And there are no slouches either one, and neither Drew nor Seth they have a resume for miles, and he's getting that opportunity. He's going to face a guy at Gunther potentially at SummerSlam. To me, Seth's going to likely give him the better match, and that's not a knock on Gunther whatsoever. But he's Seth freaking Rollins. I can't think of a bad match off the top of my head where it was unwatchable. I don't care if it was PLE or the main eventing of Raw. I just can't think of where he had you watch the match and go, man, that was a really bad match. I can't. If anybody can, if either one of you guys can think of one, that I can't. And I've seen.
I'm not going to talk about the eyeball match, but that match or any of the things that were in the Thunderdome era, we don't talk of.
To be fair, that's like the Twilight Zone. It's just
there. Exactly. It's
there. It's like this. It's there. We knew it existed. We just don't. It's like Men in Black.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't you fight Ray?
Yeah.
Never happened.
Didn't you wear an iPad?
And Ray Mysterio. I don't know what you're talking about.
What are you talking about? Ray, you had an iPad.
Why do you fans remember everything? That's how Vince tried that with some women. But anyway, so here's my thing. Seth Rollins coming back is what's needed for Raw. You need a face, and that's what I was saying before, like we talked about last week. We got to have a face. We got to have a guy that can get the crowd behind him and legit be behind him. And even though Seth can be annoying and all that, this man proved he was the MVP. This man proved he is that upper echelon. Because you don't main event 2 nights of WrestleMania for nothing. I mean, and like I said, he was that main cog of the show. And, we saw how he looked when he tried to get into the ring in the Shield getup. He was dragging that leg. I know Jerry saw it. I saw it. And,
I've drugged that leg. I know that.
Yeah, I know you have. So honestly, I am so happy to see him back. And this is 3 weeks away. It's going to be a singles match. It's not going to be in a ladder match. It's not going to be. So I'm feel more comfortable seeing that scenario. My thing is this. I personally feel like Seth Rollins is going to be the champ. I think he beats Damian, and it's nothing against Damian. Damian has done good with the belt. But my viewing is this. Damian is about to get screwed over by Judgment Day.
Yeah. With
Liv in charge. Mm-hmm. And we're going to discuss all that wonderfulness because it's coming. And I just keep thinking about how everything is going because now things are finally going to start the ball rolling. All right. So that was that segment. We get Raw General Manager Adam Pearce. It said early in the day, but if you listen carefully, the man was talking about a title match being set for Money in the Bank. So that's where I wanted to go, oh, you could not have done that part. So anyway, but basically it's the part where he tells Chad Gable back in the line. Yep. And, of course, Chad's blaming the guys, Tozawa for not showing up. And, by the way, what would have Tozawa done? What, helped you with the assisted chop block? No, I didn't need to see a bunch of dominoes falling. But anyway. And, of course, Maxine with her now with a crutch and then Otis. And so he goes, I want the best because I'm an Olympian. And I'll be waiting in the ring. So we get the choo-choo man. Yes? Braun Strowman, baby. Our favorite. Bear Life himself, Mr. Pierce Nipples. You called it. Yeah, I'm not for this with you. Oh, my God. Braun Strowman doesn't have the legendary Big Show face heel turn table book, and Randy might be getting up there now if he does the turn. But Braun, he's wrestling Chad Gable. You hear him, y'all don't need to be doing what he says. He's a bully, and I'm just like, just laughing because Braun is just screaming at the top of his lungs, and I'm just going, yeah, he's a bully. He yells at us. Kind of like what you're doing.
It feels counterproductive.
Yeah, exactly. You mean well, but
you're a bully.
All right. The best part of this, though.
Yelling too, Braun.
Braun, you're kind of menacing,
Braun, I see you walking down the street, Braun. I'm going the other way, Braun. Like, I'm coming with your groceries.
I'm here with your food delivery. Look, Braun Strowman as your bringing up your food or your grocery app, maybe not be the best person. But anyway, you want to be a part of the job? What's this? So anyway, probably the best part. So we get the Strowman Express. We thought Chad Gable throws Tozawa in front of Braun. And poor Tozawa, he just looked like a little kid being thrown into the pool. He's like, yeah! He takes out Chad. And then that, by the way, love how he's doing the power slam. That thing is, he's doing a thing of beauty with that thing. I like how it looks. He wins the match. That really wasn't the whole thing because it got us to the great part, which was Otis basically, so Chad's berating Tozawa, slaps him, and it woken Otis up because he was helping Maxine get out because Chad threw the crutch out of the ring.
Yep.
And Otis, a gentleman, helping Maxine because, he's trying to be the hero. So, yeah. And that's cool. So, and then he hears the slap. Now, Jerry, you've been in the ring, so if someone gets slapped, you probably can hear it too.
Yes.
But I love how he raises his head up and the crowd wakens up. And now they're responding. This is what you wanted. He shoves them, rips the shirt off, and then leaves. And I'm sorry, guys. This is the only part where I go, I can't believe I'm going to say it. I agreed with Pat McAfee. Should have punched him.
Yeah.
At least once. Because I'm going, everything was built for that moment. And
or at least, because Chad was down in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
At least get up close and in his face.
Yeah. And just stare at him and just tell him it's over. Something.
Enough,
Yeah.
something.
I mean, you can't say enough is enough because, Natalia might pop up.
Enough is enough.
It's time for a change.
Damn it.
The power of the nugget compels you. So what did y'all think of the Alpha Academy being no more?
Thank God.
By sentiments, exactly. Were you impressed by the awesomeness of Braun Strowman?
I'll do it, Jerry. Don't worry. When it's my turn, I'll do it.
Bro!
I mean, you're good.
All right, go for it, Jerry.
First of all, you gotta have. It's a little
you gotta burp. It's almost like you
can't be super loud.
Yeah, that's
okay.
True. That's true.
Okay, you're right.
We don't want him to get. We don't want him to get beat up by his woman. Even though
he is not here.
Oh. Watch out, Liv Morgan. She's gonna start wearing Jerry's vest.
I mean, mine's got fur on it.
I'll go buy a vest. Liv, here's the vest. Here,
where am I?
Mine's got wolf fur on it. It's close enough to cow.
Can I call you Wolf Day? What? And then, and then Carlito's around the corner. Hey, Jerry. That's cool.
That's cool.
You see Braun running like a
Fuck
train?
you, Apple Boy.
He just popped his head out of a trash can.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You come Oscar the Grouch, Carlito? How long have you been in there? I literally threw an
No,
apple
that's
in here
me, apparently.
That would also be our truth going in there going, hey, I think I found Raven.
I just threw an apple in here and I didn't. You know what? I'm going back to catering. But I'm kind of glad going back to Alpha. I think I'm glad it's over. I think it's like I said, it served its purpose. And maybe I could argue maybe it should have been in a Clash at the Castle, but maybe they wanted to give it to Raw to give it more its own little segment per se.
Yeah,
and possibly have Tozawa to be a part of it too, because that was another part that they didn't have there.
Yeah, so it's like well, if they gave us the tease at Clash and kind of gave us the whole thing at Raw, and you know what? Like I say, I cannot say enough. Like I like my only issue was kind of like with your issue, Cedar. If you're going to go after Chad Gable, you got to beat the cheeks off of him. I said this man, listen, like what he did to Maxine. Listen, Otis, like, hey, and we've all been there. Like we see a lady in this crate, like, hey, you want to look like a real hero in front of the lady, even though she has a crutch, even though she's probably, the moment, like Tiny Tim here, that's fine. You can overlook something. But I'm like, Otis, I see the vision. But you saw the vitriol, you saw his anger, and I thought he could have threw Chad over the rope, through the announce table, and been like, that, I mean, like, incredible. I would have liked a little bit more of a blow off there instead of like in the locker room saying, hey, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it opens up an opportunity to kind of, now I'm curious to see what Maxine, Otis, and Tozawa are going to do now post Chad Gable. What's going to happen there? And I kind of, like I said earlier, I think they kind of teased it with the Creed brothers a couple of weeks ago when Chad was talking to him, and give them something because like they kind of fit. They're an ideal fit for Chad Gable with the background and all with the wrestling background, so it fits. But all in all, I think it ran its course, and I'm just curious to see what happens with, like I said, with Maxine, Otis, and Tozawa. What happens there? Do they stay as a faction? What did they do? And more importantly for Chad had bigger issues throughout the night. But
yeah, he got murdered anyway.
Yeah, hope he had insurance. Maybe Otis came back and like, yeah, sure, he left Corpus Christi. He just probably went down the road and picked up something.
I don't think it was Otis. I think it was Tozawa. I think either Tozawa or Maxine. She's taller than him. She has the height.
Oh yeah, that crunch used as a weapon. Maxine,
she's just wow.
Maxine, what are you doing back here? You hurt my leg.
Yeah.
And you see like Dexter Loomis like in the costume, like, you want some of this? No. Yeah.
That was Joe Gacy. He was just like this.
Yeah. You see them both just like standing there. Weren't we supposed to take him out? They just both go.
Wait,
like,
I didn't do that right.
Yeah, it just go.
Yeah, there you go.
You just see
that's a superstar right there.
They're like, Maxine.
I like Loomis.
I know you do.
He's so good. I didn't know he was on. He was an actor on the show. FP. I forgot the name. It's about the fire department.
Oh God, FD 51 or something like that.
Yeah. Because I happened to be watching. I was like flipping through, and I said, "Oh man, that looks like Little Nectar." And sure enough, like they gave his name, and I'm like, didn't put it together. So I went. I knew who was on the show, like majority, because it was based off like the Super Troopers type of thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of eliminated like the names and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's great to hear him get a lot of dialogue. That's.
Oh, thank God he could talk still.
Like,
but yeah,
Hart was like, we're just talking during our marriage. But you know what?
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. It's about to be a divorce, apparently. Look, first of all, it's not like it's a bad thing. Homeboy's gonna be with the Wyatts.
Maybe Indy joins and like.
Oh no.
I didn't say in real. I mean, like going home and then you're seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, though. That's not.
They're definitely some freaks. All right, so
like that room key, we don't know who went in and where and how.
Well, good segue because Pat McAfee was playing Snitch Report, and let me tell you something. This is why I'm now wanting Judgment Day to take out Pat McAfee, especially Finn, because he was trying to make Finn look bad. Because he's showing that Finn's taking the key card. Now, look, Finn's a good Christian man. He is trying to support Dom. Damien is trying to support his son Dom.
You said a lawyer in court presenting the case.
You're trying to make something out of nothing. So Finn Balor, the dad of this family now, because Rhea's gone, no mommy.
Yeah, he's Catholic.
Well, we don't know.
Most Irish are Catholic. He's Catholic.
He could be. Yes. Oi. So, Damien's like, hey, I saw what you did with the card. What's up? Yeah, because, Pat McAfee's like saying you did it. And Finn, oi, I didn't do it. I didn't. I destroyed the card. Now, first of all.
Protect Dom.
Yeah, to protect Dom. Now, also, what's good is the key in another state? It's not like you're going to go to the hotel room. Oh, it works.
Maybe he's a maybe with a diamond platinum thing. You can take it any other chain.
I mean, maybe we don't know with those WWE rooms. They might have. Yeah,
campaign, same card. It's a different color Skittles. I don't know what's in the room.
And look, this is the clubhouse, and apparently, Judgment Day does Judgment Day business, aka playing darts. But So then you see Dom. Well, first, Balor, Priest is asking Balor, I know you're going to win Money in the Bank, but what's your head at? Okay, don't touch this belt. It's mine.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. That's what he was saying. And, of course, Finn is like, well, I'm going to cash it in on the champ, Cody Rhodes. And it's like, and then they look over at Dom, who's looking.
What are you doing?
He is like staring and trying to find this cow vest, he said. And I'm just going, why do I feel like I've seen Jerry do this? First of all, Jerry's always has his gear. He may not have much stuff, but he always knows where his gear is. But if one thing is out of it, he is going to do the following. What the fuck? And you'll look in the cow. You'll start looking in places there ain't no way it's in there. So anyway, we have a lost cow vest. And of course, our MVP of this group now, Carlito, he's like, you probably left it in Liv's room, you dirty dog. and everyone's like, hey, come on. See, the fathers of the group, or cock blockers. I mean, look, Carlito's your cool uncle. He wants you to get in trouble. He's like, hey, it's cool. Look at her. Look at you. Go on it. So there you go. Then you look over, and he looks. Damien's looking at Finn's like, you called Rhea? I ain't doing that.
I ain't doing that.
First of all, Buddy got hurt or Jerry got hurt. So, I mean, and by the way, how you feeling, Jerry? I mean, I heard you, took a bad bone. Why are you so upset? If you were about to get married to Rhea Ripley, I think you should be happy about that.
I mean, I would be, but wait now.
All right. So, Io Sky, Kiana James, Selena Vega.
I called
now, one person should be in this match. Two shouldn't. I wonder who. Because I'm sorry.
I personally, I would have been okay with either of them. But if I had to pick who I wanted to win, would be Kiana, just for the fact of it's Kiana. But I knew that Io was winning. I saw that coming a mile away.
Softy for Kiana.
No.
Yes, I'm number one.
For the record, I'm just watching all this like you guys listening and watching. I didn't get the script to this, so it's like whose line is it anyway? I just make it up as I go.
It's like the points don't matter. All right, so
no use to me.
So you wanted Kiana, but what else did you think, though?
I mean, the match wasn't terrible. I hate three-ways anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a story for another day.
Oh, God, after we're talking about
I was like this.
Not that kind of three-way.
I meant wrestling. What did you mean, Jerry? What did you mean? I meant professional wrestling, Jerry. What were you talking about?
Then they've done that too much work. Going to the next one. Also,
I couldn't play with my phone.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm like, what is this?
But overall, I enjoyed it. But like I said, I saw Io winning for the simple fact of they're not going to push Kiana right now. I mean, that's only like her third match that she's had on the main roster.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really see them pushing Selena into a Money in the Bank right now. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, they're not pushing her into Money in the Bank, but somebody was wearing a cow vest that showed up.
It is true.
And that cow vest looked huge.
It also looked pink.
Yeah. Even Michael Cole said it too. So you're not the only one. So now, Darius, I'll let you talk because I want you, especially now with the live involvement.
I don't know if I should be honest. I think
just don't bring up certain things. But anyway,
like what do you think I would bring up there?
I don't know.
I was not given a script and I didn't know what was going to happen. So rehearsal.
What's that?
That's for theater. That's for Broadway.
You mean we don't just get out there and wing it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what me and Jerry do.
Like, wait, we have a script to this?
Hey, Jerry, make sure you do this. All right. What did he tell you? I don't know.
I came in here. I had stuff. I had food in my beard. That's why I showed up.
That was funny, by the way. All right. So, but yeah, what did you think about the match, though, or the whole? Because honestly, it looks like that's what it's looking. We got EO and Money in the Bank, which I don't have a problem with, but we're gonna have. But we have apparently Liv and Zelina. So, what did you think about that?
I think to Jerry's point, when I saw the three-way wrestling, I won't go the other route because we're classy folks here at this, or at least we try to be classy. But it felt predictable because Kiana James. I think if this like a year from now, maybe I would have. We could potentially see her there. I think so. Zelina, I think we saw when she had her title defense against Rhea. I don't know how far they're going to push her in that regard. It felt like EO was safe, and sometimes people, when you say safe, you mean like, oh, that's the easy way. No, sometimes safe is the easy way. Sometimes because with Kiana, like I say, she has all the tools to be a star.
Yeah,
but like Jerry said, she hasn't had 5 matches on the main roster yet. So Zelina, I think we don't know. I just didn't, and I like Zelina a lot, but EO was predictable, and maybe we could be getting something between Liv and Zelina after we saw after the match. I just think, looking at the Raw women's roster right now, I think they're doing the best that they can, because it becomes, and listen, it's not their fault. Rhea
they got a lot of injuries too.
There's injury, the shelf is pretty, like Becky's not there. Rhea's not there, so you're kind of having to not say figure it out, but trying to maximize the potential of your roster, which you do no matter what sport it is. When the one man down, one woman down mentality. So it's about trying to make it a cumulative thing, and so it didn't surprise me that EO winning. It didn't surprise. Like if we get something between Liv and Zelina, to me, that's just something till we get to the bigger thing with Rhea down the road. Like we talked about, like we just can't get, we're just getting things down the road. And Zelina's kind of proved herself. She's solid. So if we get like a little feud between there amid the stuff with the Judgment Day, that's totally fine. But overall, it was enjoyable. EO did what what most people expected EO Sky to do.
Yep. Real quick, my view on this was, like you said, it's a good choice because something that maybe I don't know anyone knows, but if I'm not mistaken, Rhea Ripley's first title defense was against Zelina Vega. So if you're going to have Liv taking everything Rhea has, take out Liv. Zelina. I mean, it's just like a little thought that popped in my head when I was watching. All right, let's get into it. Now, before the next segment, they did a nice little montage of the death of Ricochet, Rick of Shea, through the wind of Shield. And then
he ricocheted all right.
He ricocheted off that
trailer.
Yeah. And he bounced on that cement too. And then Dragunov, his ribs must hurt so bad. He just wasn't around. I love Dragunov. I mean, I want this man to read a book or just row your boat and just be so intense like he is. He's just so freaking funny. But man, interesting. So you have that, and then Sami Zayn comes out. Foreshadowing much? Well, Sami comes out to the crowd. That hot crowd of Corpus Christi. And I'm saying that wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Honestly, he's like trying to find out who his next opponent is because it's over with him and Chad. Yeah. Like, he's like Taylor Swift. They're never, ever getting back together again. All right. So
no bad blood around here.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. So at that point, we get Braun Breaker. Yeah, I'm a Steiner. and he just walks down. First of all, love the shirt. I can't lie. This guy, you know, without saying it, we all know that he's a Steiner. It's just great. I love it. And the only thing is, it's like, because I didn't think about it until, you know, Sammy's talking to him, and then Sheamus comes and talks and gets in the ring. And by the way, Ginger Ninjas needs to be a tag team. I need Sheamus and Sammy to dress up as ninjas. Ginger Ninjas. I need to see that as a thing, man. That needs to happen.
You've seen 3 ninjas.
No, it's not happening with me.
Oh, come on, Jerry. You would fit in, man. You would take the bumps.
Bullshit.
We've seen 3 ninjas. How about Ginger Ninja?
It's the Ginger Ninja. And then you can play Lobster Head.
You got to show up in the movie somehow, Jerry. Listen.
Yeah, Jerry, we're trying to get you in the big show. You don't want to be a part of Live. You don't want to be a part of...
Jerry, you got to give us something to work with. Like,
I mean, my God.
Do you want the same color Skittles in a bowl? Do you want all your money in sacks full of quarters? What do you want?
He wants pennies and dimes. Oh, my God. He wants rolls and quarters.
My bank would ban me from coming in the building. You do all your banking online. Wait a minute. Has anyone been banned from a bank? I guess we'll learn today we can.
What happened? Well, apparently you're not supposed to go to a bank with a bandana over your face and a gun. They don't smile upon that.
Look,
and demand quarters and dimes.
Nick Gage did not mean to do that. Okay.
Oh, sure he didn't.
Right. Where's the wink shot? Where's my camera?
My favorite thing is hold on. All right, side note. My favorite thing, John Moxley going, what is he known for? A freaking bandana. And he just walks in playing face. He's like, dude. Anyway, I just love that scene. But yeah, I love this whole segment, and we'll talk about that match. We'll talk about this segment and that match all together if we want, because I thought that was freaking awesome how they did it. Then they went with Dragon Lee, who was going against Carlito. And again, they did the right thing. They had a video promo about Carlito. And by the way, if you watch the beatdown, what's even funnier is that Carlito fixes the trash can. Like, that's gonna feel. Hold on. Like, everyone's gonna say, hey, you know, that trash can.
Now you want to be like Monk and just make sure everything's
perfect.
That's not how it works. You literally you beat the man up. Oh, wait a minute, this trash can looks askew. Like,
they're gonna think, they're gonna know something's up if they see this trash can.
You weren't caught. Yeah, first of all, you weren't caught in 4K. That was like 2.5K at best. And then you have the nerve to adjust it. Like, oh, forget fingerprints, forget the camera, forget. Oh, by the way, the camera. If I didn't mention that again, no, it's the trash can. That's gonna do it. All that he needed was like a handkerchief or a napkin to kind of clean down.
He had to make sure he wasn't littering, guys.
I mean, I'm just saying, it just was funny.
I didn't throw any paper in there. I mean, unless it was 2.5K. So I don't know what he threw in there. Maybe he had an apple core, and maybe that was before he slipped it in the trash can. And then he said, "Oh, this is not cool." And he picked up the apple core and put it in there. And he's like, he pointed to the trash can. He's like, "That's cool." And then he left off. We didn't get the whole video. We just got him beating the cheeks off. So we didn't get the whole picture. So
all I know is it was funny to see. He's doing all this beating, and before he could do an act job, I need to fix this trash can.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing? It's like I'm like Jerry. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he ate an apple core, had the core of the apple, and maybe he was trying to clean, like thinking of, hey, this is not cool. Yeah, and he couldn't. And maybe he was doing a PSA at the same time. That, hey, littering is not cool. And then he
beating up Dragon Lee, that's cool.
And then you send that, and it's like, you tell me WWE didn't use that? That was pretty good material. I don't know.
I mean, by the way, Carlito is the cool uncle of the Judgment Day, so it is hilarious.
Get that guy to come immediately.
So then we get into they show the triple threat. They talk to the Island Alba, which was fine.
Yeah.
I cannot stand Zoe Stark's talking. I could deal with Shayna. Zoe, I could mute her forever and throw away the remote. But anyway, because she's like, we didn't lose, and I'm wanting to go. You were the team that lost.
Do you know who got pinned, right? I think we've been over this. You know, we actually have this in 4K, so we can just put this on the monitor.
Yep, that's your shoulders. All right, so Carlito goes against Dragon Lee, and Carlito wins. And then in this, we had another Vestgate because Liv shows up. And what's hilarious is she shows up. Dom is in the middle of fighting, but stops. And it's like, hey, let me have my vest back. And he has to fight as he's trying to get her his vest. I thought that crap was hilarious. Honestly, I was more focused on that than I was the match because I was just like, get back over there. I want to see this because this is getting funny. I mean, even Bray beating up his son.
Father's Day be damned.
Gimmick or no gimmick. Yeah, I hated your gift. You suck.
I told you no more ties.
Beat him with the belt.
How do you get that belt in here? It's Texas. We don't know how you got it. It's Texas. We don't ask questions around here.
Yeah. We allow all weapons. I get it.
Well, they do.
Yeah, I know. All right. A moment that we can now really talk about because I wanted to really get y'all's thoughts on. Drew McIntyre shows up. This crowd is CM Punk. And apparently Drew McIntyre had enough and he quit.
Took his ball and went home.
Yep.
He lost his smile.
Hey, pal. When Sean lost his smile, everything went to crap. I'll never forget that. I died laughing when I heard that. I'm like, you've lost your smile. It's fucking wrestling. I don't give a damn if you've lost. Get back in the ring, asshole. That's when I knew I was a wrestling fan, when I could not care about a man's smile. But, all right. So what did y'all think about the Drew McIntyre quitting? And then later on, man deletes all his social media, and you know how much that man loves social media.
Oh, yeah.
So whoever wants to take it first and then follow the next.
Well,
okay. First of all, I absolutely loved it. It played into who Drew McIntyre was. It played into, like, and what was even better is that when he went in the back, and then, you know, he ran into Triple H.
Oh, yes.
And he ran to him. And then, you know, Adam Pearce was there, obviously. That would have been better than anything probably he would have said in the ring. Like, that would have been better than any other promo he would have potentially cut in the ring. Just a little 30-second, hey, you know what? I'm done. I quit. Boom. Go in the back. Adam Pearce pops up. What the week you talking about? And going in the back, running to Triple H. And you know, talking about it was so good. To me, it's I can't get over how great the storylines we're getting, and this one right here, and then the fact that he deleted his social media, and like you said, this man lives for social media. He understands it. He gets the assignment every single time, and for him to say, you know, screw it, I'm done. I'm deleting social media. To me, it just only builds this storyline to be so great. And we're going to see, I believe CM Punk's going to be on SmackDown this Friday.
Oh, yes, because it's live in Chicago.
So, are the Cubs going to be there? Oh, CM Punk. I'll show up.
The lovable loser will.
Yeah. We'll be right back. But to me, I loved it. It built to the storyline. And it's just only going to get better. And whatever CM Punk does Friday is just going to make it better. Because to me, like I said earlier, what makes the feud, you don't need a belt. People are like, well, he doesn't. Nobody needs to win Money in the Bank. No, this storyline is built within itself to be explosive, And whenever we get it, it's going to be great. And what we saw with Drew didn't waste no time. He got the microphone and said, I quit.
Mm-hmm.
And he said the same thing that AJ Styles did at Clay. He said he quit. But maybe under different circumstances, Mike.
Yeah.
He didn't have any steel steps, threatening him. But, I get it. But I'm just curious now to see, how I think Drew's going to come back sooner rather than later, obviously.
Yeah.
But everything just played out from the ring, how the camera just falling to the back, how Triple H kind of, like little nuanced things, like you talk about, like little nuanced things where like Triple H kind of shoved the camera guy a little bit, like to tell him to get out of here, and then just Adam Pearce following Drew out of the arena. It's so good, and that's why I say Drew's work. That's why it cannot be stated of how good his work has been.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this Drew right here is a whole nother level Drew. And sometimes like Drew was already here, but somehow Drew just got up even. And like, how was that possible? Like he's literally grown the last couple of months because we're thought what's going to happen. We were all questioning whether the man was going to even be in the company. Now this man's part of arguably maybe the biggest or one of the biggest storylines right now going on in WWE. It's phenomenal and it's just great.
Yeah. All right, Jerry, you want to hit this?
So it kind of gave me like Batista vibes when Batista quit the first time. When he was in the wheelchair and whatnot. And, I quit. There's the microphone now. But not the exact same because, he added that extra stuff. He deleted the social media, that reactions in the back. Like, it was built perfectly. And like you said, I think we're going to see him sooner than later. And honestly, what I would like to see when he comes back is not really a rebrand, but more of that original Chosen One style Drew McIntyre from when he first came in.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, even bring the music back because everybody wants that music back anyways. That's what I would like to see. But honestly, like I said, I think it was kind of like a Batista vibe thing with a little extra.
Mm-hmm. Well, honestly, look, a lot of people that you wrestle with, and a lot of people say kayfabe's dead. What Drew McIntyre did is so kayfabe. I mean, and I know people are like, well, he already got the contract. He already got this. All right, look. But this is good. And he's going to – look, if Drew McIntyre got punked at his place in Scotland, CM Punk's going to Chicago, somebody's got to get a receipt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that man is Phil Brooks. I don't care if AJ's in the crowd or not. McIntyre needs to somehow, and what I would pitch, have Wade Barrett sucker Phil. Have Wade Barrett call out CM Punk. Talk crap on him. And, they get into an argument. And then before CM Punk actually could do something, there's McIntyre. And beat the holy crap and leave him bleeding. I mean, you got to do something.
Yeah.
And then make it that Punk is so angry that he wants to fight Drew McIntyre. He don't care what the company has to do to get him back under their umbrella. Kayfabe wise, all right?
Yeah.
Because now he's made things personal, or, he's now done something. But this has to get escalated. And yes, I thought Drew McIntyre did such good work during the pandemic era. And it went like a lot of people discarded it, but I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
He took that mantle and he carried it for a good while. And I felt that he should have gotten something way before he got it this past year. Yeah. So that's just my view. I love Ladarius. You mentioned the whole Triple H thing, especially moving the camera out of the way. I mean, that was cool. And, being able to just go like, hey, don't do this. Let's work this out. And Drew, cold face, said, I heard what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And walked. And that I'm like, that's what we needed. That's the realism you need. Then, the dancing girls went against the Damage Control. Bird Girl showed up, Lyra. And the dancing girls won a match. So Carlito wins the match. Dancing girls win the match. Braun wins the match. If you had that on your bingo card, good for you.
All I got to say is,
oh my God. Oh my God. All right. And then, so they played that back to Seth thing. We got that. EO is still saying Damage Control needs to change, or she's going to change it herself. What the heck we thinking this is going to be? Because I have no clue.
I don't even know anymore.
Because I don't know who else can come in. That's my question.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Jerry.
No, I was just agreeing. I agree. I don't see who else can come in.
Me either. I don't know what kind of shakeup. Austin's going to be out for a while. So I don't know, even in the intermediate or the long term, where you can say, that would add anything to the group. And that's not a knock on the group. Like, I still like Damage Control the way it is. I think it's fine. But, like, I just can't think off the top of my head who you would bring in or who could you bring in to make, like, that immediate impact that EO was kind of talking about.
Right.
In terms of change.
Yeah.
Like I said, there could be somebody out there, and maybe I'm overlooking it. But
that's me.
Yeah. So,
hey, Ladarius, let me try to reset your camera because it got stuck on you again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'll probably have to log in, log out, but
all right,
I'll be back.
I'll remove you and bring you back when you get back in here. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm the same way. Like, I don't see who else they could, unless they're eyeballing somebody from New Japan or Stardom that I don't know about.
Yeah.
I don't see who they can bring in to, especially to be in that style of care, that style of heel.
Yeah.
That Damage Control is doing. I mean, unless they bring in EO's sister.
See, that's what I was saying, because I was trying to run in my head like who could be brought in to do something.
I don't know anybody else as of right now who isn't either working with AEW right now or signed to another company.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, I'm even thinking TNA, trying to think maybe there's some women that are about to have their contracts up, maybe.
Even then, there's no Japanese women in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, you had Xia Lin, you let her go. Other than her, I don't know of anybody that WWE had.
No, I'm with you. And so I don't know. It just kind of confuses me, but we had ourselves a good match next because Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. And this match was just a fight. I mean, I love it.
Well, everybody knew it was going to be a fight.
Oh, yeah. And not with that, like some people are like, well, this wasn't their best. You don't have to have your best sometimes.
A fight's not meant to be best.
Yeah.
It's meant to be a fight.
Well, not just that, but let's be honest. This is Braun Breaker proving ground. Yeah. This is where Sheamus has to see how far Braun will go, what Braun will do.
Yeah.
And you could tell that's what that was. And not in a bad way, but just a way of,
right.
Really just kind of stretching and trying to find out, all right, let's see what this kid could do. Because if you really didn't realize it, there's a steal out there on the internet with here's Braun, here's Sheamus. Okay, I can't even get my hands showing, but anyway, Sheamus and then Sammy are about the same height, and then there's Braun.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We got Ladarius back. So you have to build Braun, but then we got to see if Braun can actually bring it from within.
Yeah.
Ooh, did he ever?
I mean,
I don't know.
I take nothing away from Braun.
Yeah, no, I know that.
He's talented.
Hold on, real quick. I gotta say it. How in the hell can a man be this fast when he played fullback?
Yeah,
I need to know this.
That motherfucker makes me look bad in my prime.
Jesus, yeah.
I
mean, I've seen this man running, and I'm not just talking about when he runs around. I'm talking about running the ropes.
Yeah. And like I said, that makes me look bad in my prime.
Jerry, have you ever been in the ring with a guy that can move that fast in the ring, that big?
No.
Jesus, I'm just like, dude. you remember that line that John Cena told AJ Styles that one time? You're mad at me because I was built for you say you're built for the Indies. I was built for here.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go to the Indies. This is what Braun Breaker is.
Honestly, the only person I could think that would be even close would be Theory.
Okay. Yeah. I can see Theory. Yeah.
Because Theory can move when he wants to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would literally be about the only person that I have personally worked with. You know, as far as like body built size.
Yeah.
That I would say could, is up there.
Oh my God. This match was heavy hitting. It did have a moment where Braun went for the Hurricanrana or the Frankensteiner. Someone botched it, but the thing was they went through it, and Braun just gets up, and I'm just going. But what I liked was he didn't show any. He kept it moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This match was good. I liked it. I want to see more of this, and also I love that there was a disqualification finish in this one.
Yeah.
I had no problem with Kaiser. So, and then we'll talk about the great camera shot because, oh my God, WWE, thank you again. We got Kaiser getting the rings and then Braun coming the other way and he killed him. I mean, and I love that Braun got in his face with, got in the face of Sami Zayn. I mean, Braun is ready to fight everybody.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think about Braun Breaker, Sheamus, and if you want to talk about the other feuds, could be with Kaiser and Sheamus, and then you also have, could we be seeing Sami versus Braun?
Honestly, I'm not gonna say I saw the whole match because I probably dozed in and out because I don't remember much of it. I knew that was going to be hard hitting to begin with, just because of how Sheamus works. And like you said, it was a fight, and that's what I expected it to be, was a fight. The DQ, that if it was me, the DQ, I would do as much as I hate them, a 3-way at Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because that gives you 2 vets that can carry Braun. And I'm not saying Braun needs to be carried, but that would put, more of a veteran feel on it to where they could run the match and Braun could, do what he needs to do. As far as Kaiser, I do see something. Honestly, what I see happening, and I know we mentioned before about Sheamus getting the title, Braun getting the title, and then Kaiser running for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Ladarius, and then I'll pick up.
No, I kind of agree with Jerry on that regard. In terms of the match itself, anytime Sheamus is in a match, I expect it to be physical. You toss in Braun Breaker in the match, just double up that physicality. Just double up. Mm-hmm. Just double up on whatever you thought it was.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I agree with it not having a definitive finish. I think because it all tying itself together with Kaiser and Sheamus and their little feud, and it all kind of just ties itself together in that regard. So I think what makes it more interesting is that when I saw the end of, like I said, when we saw the end of the match, and we talked about, just Braun Breaker showing off. Just there's some things you just can't teach.
Mm-hmm.
And when you watch Braun, you can't teach. Like I'm thinking, there's no way he's going to make it around to the other half of the ring before Kaiser. Well, leading to say, listen, I was happy I was wrong, because he sent Kaiser from Corpus Christi all the way to probably Arizona.
By the way, he had a late start too.
Yeah, that's why I said, that's why I said there's no way, because I'm like, Braun had at least a couple seconds. It turns out, I'm like, he was behind by at least 5 seconds.
Right.
And then somehow he made up them 5 seconds, probably going around the first turnbuckle, around the corner, and the next thing you know, Kaiser's body was there, but Kaiser's soul was in probably Phoenix.
You are so right, because that's what it looked like.
Because it's like, if I see, you're thinking, to me, you're watching football. I mean, that's just like the equivalent of someone getting a late start off the line, and all of a sudden they're somehow still getting to the quarterback. It's like even the greats, like Aaron Donald, as great as he was, as Lawrence, like 5 seconds.
That's like the freak Javon Curse, literally wait. Yes, and
it's like when I see Javon Curse, it's like there's like at least about 5 guys in my head, like NFL ones that I've seen, who can, like, you give them, like, they're laid off the line, so you're like, so that's one disadvantage.
Yeah, and then they have people around them and everything, so he doesn't have a clear path.
Right, so you have to kind of get around whoever you're facing on the offensive line, and then you may have a fullback or running back there, depending on the formation. So you're getting around at least 1 or 2 dudes to get to the core. That's what Braun Breaker did. Braun Breaker had a late start. Just the path, I'm like, and I'm looking, and the camera work when they showed it, I'm like, that's what made it even more remarkable.
Yes!
Because I'm like, Kaiser had no business he got yeeted.
Oh, he did.
I said, Kaiser's body was in Corpus Christi, but I'm assuming it went to Phoenix. Hell, I'm probably assuming it probably went, depending if it went a little bit down south, it probably went to Hawaii for all we know. It swam around a little bit and went to Hawaii.
It hung with the Rock's people.
And it's like, you can't teach what Braun Breaker has. You can go to any great wrestling academy in this country, and there's a lot of great ones. Mm-hmm. I interview a couple of they come. You can't what Braun has. You may have to teach him a little couple of this, but in terms of the physicality and the presence, you can't teach what Braun did. And listen, if we get Breaker and Zayn either at Money in the Bank or SummerSlam, whichever one, however they want to play it, he's going to be a champion by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Because how could you hold off? Like, what would be the justification for not putting a belt on Braun? And so, as much as, like I said, what we learned with these belts under Triple H, the runs don't have to be long; they have to be meaningful.
Yeah, so,
exactly. Especially after the post Roman Reigns era, we're learning that titles the reigns don't have to be long; just have meaning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we get that sort of match, like if we get, like I said, thoroughly enjoyed it. If they run it back, I wouldn't be upset if they did. I'm just saying. And if you want to throw Kaiser in the mix somehow, listen, I'm not going to be like, all I'm saying is that I'm not going to turn off my television or turn the channel.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that.
Oh, well, look, let's just say it. I mean, that's why I was impressed. And Jerry, you said it perfectly. You want to get guys in there, not to protect them, but what I like to say is it's not about protecting. It's this point, if you don't want to, take away the momentum, how else are you going to piss off Braun by him not getting pinned? And then that next week he could go, I didn't lose.
Yeah.
Give me a one-on-one match with Sammy. See, that's what I like about this. Also, to me, those are your 4 guys you need to look at for the next Intercontinental Champion, or the next 3 guys after Sammy.
Yeah.
if you want to put it on Braun, put it on Braun. I really would wait, or what I would like is if you do a 4-way and you gonna make someone win the belt, give it to Kaiser. Let him have that feud with Sheamus. Let Sheamus beat Kaiser for it. And then as Sheamus is over, Braun takes him out. And now you get that ball rolling even more. I'm just saying, to me, there's so many good ways. And my God, every time I see him run the ropes and then run around, I just can't get over how fast that man is.
Michael Cole said the speed of it, I'm like, that's not real.
Yeah, it's almost you're almost going. Can Braun pull off being faster than a speeding bullet? Because I really am wondering now.
Even Superman's like, I don't want none of that.
Yeah. Superman's like, look, I ain't stupid. No, I've died too many times.
I got Lois Lane at home. I'm not dealing with this. No.
I'll get my kid at it.
Flash is going back in time to stop Braun from being conceived.
The problem is he keeps going to Scott because he sounds like Scott. He does. Yeah. You know what? This is where I have to go here. Rick, did you just leave your brother to babysit Braun? Because that's that's the only way I can figure it out. Yeah, go ahead, Dunker.
Why is this pounder open? What did you give my kid?
Oh, protein. He's running all over the place. I clocked him at 50 miles an hour.
The thing is, Braun was probably the first to learn about Steiner math before any of us did.
You know what? That is so true. This guy's on another level because of that.
Yeah.
So Dominic was searching for this vest because this vest apparently is more important than life itself.
Mommy gave him that vest, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish he would have said that. That would have been even better.
Maybe that was a Father's Day gift. We don't know.
Yeah. A Father's Day from. But anyway, I mean, she did wish him Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Daddy.
Well, anyway, she was willing to give the vest back, but he had to take it off her. And she even helped unzip. And this point, he was feeling like that kid in high school that is hiding a boner. It's like, okay. And she's on it. Oh! What, Daddy? Oh! Well, she showed me the movies, and I can move. That's coming, by the way. But anyway.
What's wrong with him, medulla oblongata?
Ladarius, you are also now my best friend because of you saying that part. Because Waterboy, the story of my life. Oh God! Something wrong with this, medulla oblongata. You wrong, fat bitch.
Oh man!
Come that part. Oh God!
20 sacks a season. That's not bad.
Yeah, so I tell you.
He put medulla oblongata on the wall in his locker room.
Or the other part, Gatorade or water sucks. Gatorade's better. Use it. The water sucks. It really, really sucks.
Hey, quarterback, tell you. I think the quarterback was talking about how water was terrible. How was the devil's he said something bad. I don't know, but
you might want to check that.
You said Gatorade is so superior to water. Listen, I'm just saying, if you want to give him a couple of sacks, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah. So Daddy Dom or Daddy Damien sent Dominic to his room to get his stuff and to be at the clubhouse. Dominic looked like he was trying to hide the boner or literally put his stuff on it and just run away.
You didn't see a below shot. There's a reason.
Yes, you did not. Thank God.
The camera guy earning his keep.
Oh, he knew better. He was just
keep that camera above the waist.
Oh, the cameraman's doing this. Do not play the music. Bow chicka bow 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 bow.
I thought you meant.
No, I think even Braun would leave that alone. But no. And Priest goes, leave the. Sounds like a great father. Leave the kid alone. He doesn't want to mess with you. And she giggles, says, yeah, he does, and walks off.
Yeah.
And I love Damian Priest. She's local. She's loca. And I'm going.
Dad for you.
And that's what. And then it's like, and then you hear Don, or you hear what was it? Pat McAfee go, yeah, Ray hates what Judgment Day has done to his kid. I'm like, what? They're trying to raise him. They're trying to save him from the hard live. You need to be more understanding, pal. All right. In a segment that normally I wouldn't talk about because it has Karrion Kross involved, but it was interesting because he does a challenge and says, leave your guys behind, and says, Kofi, I know you'll leave Woods behind. And then Woods and Kofi are doing the response promo, and Kofi keeps cutting them off to the point that he accepts the challenge, but Kofi's like, or, it didn't say New Day. It said Kofi Kingston with Xavier Woods, if you noticed that. So I just was like, interesting. And then I'll just go to the next. Bronson Reed, Chad Gable, Braun Strowman will compete in a triple threat match. Well, this was before the death, but anyway. There's Shayna Baszler, Kairi Sane, Lyra Valkyrie are going to be in the Money in the Bank qualifying match also. Triple threats on Raw. So then we got the main event, which was Jay Uso versus Finn Balor, the cock blocker, and Rey Mysterio, the dad that's angry about everybody. Yeah, the deadbeat daddy now. Now, I thought we may see some Wyatt shenanigans. I thought they were going to cost Jay, actually.
Yeah,
but then, and then you're watching, and the match is going pretty good, except for the excessive commercials.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that Netflix deal. That's for damn sure.
I had to get that paycheck in.
I know. But what was cool was that last spot, which was Finn doing the coup de grace. He had the pin. Most of his body is over Ray. Jay splashes Finn, so it doesn't look like it killed Ray, which was smart. But, man, it was really good how they both had that going. Jay wins, which is good because he wanted to be in the Money in the Bank. I still hope they find a way to get Finn in there because I think
I was honestly wanting Finn to win that. Yeah,
me too. I really felt that Judgment Day should have been in one, but that's why I'm hoping. Let's see if they do like a second chance match or something.
Yeah.
So before we go into what happened with the murders, what did y'all think about the main event? Ray and Finn, and then Mr. Yeet Master.
Like I said, I was hoping Finn would win the match, just because I think the story that it would tell if he did win. But I also kind of saw Jay winning for the main event storyline. But yeah, I mean, overall the match was good. I don't know, just.
Jerry, do you not want to yeet yourself?
I'm not touching it, pal.
We've already opened up enough, haven't we?
We learned a lot here about Jerry today, folks. We'll be right back with the wrap this up right after this. We're back with Jerry's Corner right after this.
We're gonna have that segment now for Jerry.
No, we're not.
And it's now time for
Jerry's Corner. And Jerry's gonna be like, "Look, you wrestlers, stop doing stupid shit. Let me do it."
You know what really grinds my gears?
Let me tell you about Joe Hendry, brother.
Hold on. No, look, we need Jerry to have what grinds my gears, and then we'll let Ladarius be like, "The weather, it's gonna rain."
It's because he's black.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. I just love that.
I read
he
that.
He could have been Tom Tucker, damn it.
Yeah. I could be
fine. You can pick whatever you want, Ladarius.
Sir, I've interviewed plenty. because I don't wear I wear different color shirts every time I'm on the show. And just because I have a beard does not give you a right to judge me in that capacity.
Pal, I got a beard too.
Well, my beard's a little bit more.
Well, yes, it is.
And then,
Oh God, we are.
Jerry has the point, though. I'm going to look into that.
Canceled.
No, we are, but at least we're just having fun.
What Jerry said has me thinking. I'm like, I read that contract. On my pay, and I'm like, he's getting what? How much more than me? I'm like, I'm not sure how that works.
Wait, we get paid for this, brother?
We get paid for this? News to me, and I'm the owner.
He's like, wait a minute.
Hell, where are these checks coming from? YouTube, we gotta talk.
I have to rent a horse to come to this job, and he just gets out.
I got my own horse, bitch.
I was about to say he does have his own horse.
Yeah, this guy owns a horse. I have to go rent. I have to rent Black Stallion every other week.
I got Pedro on a steak.
For the record of the hat, I paid for this hat out of my. The company wouldn't give me a hat for God. I live in Florida, for God's sake. I can melt out here in this.
That's why you get a felt hat, damn it.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Sometimes the felt hat fails me.
Not wool, felt.
Wait a minute. No wool. You tell me I will have a felt hat too? Who do I need to talk to about this?
I have a felt hat, a wool hat, and a straw hat.
Yeah.
Hey, straw hat's pretty cool.
Somehow I end up with the wool hat. I'm not going to talk about.
So what about the main event? What do you think, Ladarius?
I think we need to go to commercial. To be honest. No, I need to reorder my contract. No,
I got double that pay now. What's 2 times 0? 0? Good. Hit him up with that.
So we can put a +10 in front of that. That still wouldn't even match it. All right. See, you think I know how to do math too? See, I was getting second guest around here.
Wait, let me pull up my calculator.
Yeah. 0 plus. You know, I don't have that. Sorry. I hit the error button, guys. No, but I think Jay winning was kind of, I don't want to say it was obvious, but it felt that way. And to me, I was talking to somebody, and to me, Finn, I would have been fine with actually Finn winning because it kind of, I don't want to say they're misusing. I don't want to use that turn of phrase, but what I will say is that they could be doing a little bit more. Mm-hmm. I mean, I felt like him winning would have done wonders because you're adding more to the Judgment Day storyline and kind of to what Damian and Finn talked about, like, should you win money? That would have added so much more chaos that's already in Judgment Day. Mm-hmm. And it would have gave so much more focus on what they're, because like I said, post Rhea Ripley, this is what we're kind of getting. Just add to it. And then when she comes, everything will kind of sort itself out. But I think with Jay, and this may not be a popular opinion because I really like Jay. I really do. But if this doesn't end with him somehow winning a belt, why put him in Money in the Bank? Because I feel at this point, and listen, I like Jay. I think Jay proved himself to separate himself from his brother Jimmy, kind of separate himself as a single star. But if we were putting him in is fine, but it's kind of like results. Because to me, in my head, and I want to be wrong, like I always felt that Jay, he kind of fell in the category I felt like Cesaro was kind of into a certain degree, where I didn't see him being a champion now.
Right.
Like a world champion. If you would have put him in the IC title picture, throw him in something like that, I've been like, that's fine. And that's not me trying to mitigate Jey Uso.
No.
That's just, and that's, like I said, I want to be wrong, and I'm probably people like, oh, well, he's main event Jey, and I get it. I love Yeet. I love everything about it. But I feel that you could kind of put him in the mix. You could put him in the mix later this year, kind of tease it for next year. But I think in this particular triple threat, it just felt like, oh, Jay's going to win. At no point did I feel that Ray or Finn was going to win. And it's kind of, and that to me, like Ray, I get Ray not winning. Ray doesn't need it. Ray is a Hall of Famer, all right?
Yeah.
Deadbeat dad, but a WWE Hall of Famer. Okay. But, I think Finn needed this more. I think it would have made more sense because it plays into the storyline of the Judgment Day, to what he talked with Damian Priest. And to me, I felt that was a missed opportunity because, okay, you put Jay in this. What are we tying together here? Because to me, like I said, it just made more sense for me to Finn to win it because it adds more chaos that was already going on with Liv and Dominic, and then you throw in Finn potentially winning the briefcase, maybe potentially cashing in on his buddy Damian Priest, potentially somewhere toward the end of this year, maybe at some point.
Right.
So
or later that night.
Exactly. So it was a great match, but I'm curious. I want to see who else fills this out because, like I said, I'm not anti Jey Uso. I just felt like if Finn was in another triple threat, I'd have felt even better because any triple threat with Jey Uso in it, there's a good chance you may not win it. Oh, look at the guy! We got the cat. You missed it.
Oh yeah,
and
he's got some kitties. I didn't say the other word.
Yep, we support animals around here.
Yes, we do. Now, did he throw it across the room? Is the question. Anyway,
no, it snuck in when she opened the door when she got home. I had to grab it and throw it out.
So yeah, so that was kind of if Finn was in another triple threat, I'd have felt a lot more easier about Finn's chances. But the fact that he was thrown in with Jey Uso, we've seen Jey Uso in a triple threat. There's a good chance Jay's gonna win it.
Yeah.
So, like I say, I'm with Jerry. It just, to me, Finn winning it would have made a little bit more sense. But I get what they're trying to do with Jay in the main event concept. I get it. I'm not upset about it. But I just felt like maybe Finn would have been more ideal.
All right. So my thought is this: I'm watching this, and I'm like you guys. Jay should have been the guy in there. All right. I wanted Jay to be in it, but I also wanted Finn to be in it, and I felt they shouldn't have booked that match or booked Finn in this match.
Right.
They did. Jay wins. Now, I hope they find a way to get Finn in. They have to.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, it makes sense to do it that way. Now, on SmackDown, before we talk about the Wyatts, we've got CM Punk appearing. And then here's the two qualifying matches. Kevin Owens versus Andrade versus Grayson Waller. Randy Orton versus Tama Tonga versus Carmelo Hayes. And then they have something about Logan Paul and LA Knight. We'll see what all that's all about. But that is what they're talking about.
Carmelo and Kevin.
I think it's going to be Carmelo, and I think it's going to be Grayson. Or not Grayson, but Andrade.
I would like Andrade, but I don't see it happening. I knew he was going to do that. There he is.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if that works. So give me a second.
You're black screened.
Yeah, he looks a whole lot different. But my whole thing is
I'm back.
Yeah.
Guess who's back
again.
Guess who's back?
Guess
Back
who's
again. C-Dub's back.
I love that new song. I love that Houdini song.
Should we tell a friend? Should we?
You could tell a friend. Call a bud. So let's talk about it because as they were celebrating, everything shuts down. Eerily like somebody debuting, which was great. We see the door, but instead of it opening, it swung open.
Yeah, it
Today's Wednesday.
Flew open.
Yeah, tomorrow's shot day. All right. So, yeah, it flew open. And then you see Nikki Cross.
Sister Abigail.
Or Sister Abigail. Because, see, I can't wait till we actually see what the next evolution of this is.
Yeah.
But she came in, crawled, and did her, did the pointing And you know, it's like it was good because the camera was a little shaky.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to do. It went back, and you're seeing the smoke. You're seeing the sparks. You see Rowan with our rabbit, a man in a rabbit, and holy crap.
Yeah. He looked
jacked. Dude looked jacked. I know he was called early to, but my God, that dude was.
That's one jacked rabbit, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he is a jacked rabbit. But oh my God, when you saw him, and then it's like, okay. And then I didn't even see the vulture guy, which was Loomis.
Yeah.
Because I was too busy looking at everybody on the floor.
Yeah.
And then you saw Huskus, who apparently is Gacy.
It's Gacy, yep.
And then you see the murdered Chad Gable. Godspeed. 10 bell salute. We'll do next week. I
will remember.
Hold on. Keep singing.
Will you? I can't sing with that face. What are you doing?
That's the Chad Gable face after he lost to Sammy. Oh, it'd be funny if you had that face with the one down.
Will you? We're not going to remember Chad Gable. What do you mean Maxine is missing?
It was clear the Wyatts murdered him. Mike Beach. So, and then we see Uncle Howdy. And I got to go here. I remember how Uncle Howdy looked. I like this version.
Yeah, I like it. Because I mean, it's more Tyler than it is Uncle Howdy.
Thank you. That's what I was thinking too.
And I don't know if you caught this, but his glove,
the one that was supposed to say hurt, right?
Yep.
It said Bray.
Yep.
Oh, that is so perfect. Look, guys. Listen to Shatter. Listen to that whole song. Look for the lyrics. It's out there, and let just hear it, because that song, it hits. But the thing, because that's all you were hearing. It's almost like they did that on repetitive motion, which was great. And they come out all together. He gets the lantern, blows it out, saying, "We're here." But I got to tell you, I have seen some debuts. I've seen some things that, people show up, and it's like, oh, man, this is unbelievable. I'm not a big horror guy, but this is one of my favorite damn debuts.
Yeah,
it really is.
And I love the touch they put with like the destroyed gorilla position with the sparks and the light flashing and. It was perfect because
and think how many times we've seen the gorilla position in its natural state.
Yeah.
And so it's like you kind of already know how it's supposed to look, and then you see
it's total chaos.
But go ahead.
And then everybody's like, "Well, there's only 5 of them. Where's the 6th?"
I said the same thing.
Right. And then you got people saying, "Oh, well, the lantern is the 6th person. It's representing Bray." And I was like, that's not a bad idea, but I don't think that's where they're going with this.
Yeah, because it says the Wyatt 6, and it has stick.
And they did confirm that they approached Alexa for this, and she turned it down for right now because she's not ready.
Inside sources are telling me that R-Truth wants to be a part of this. He thought that was Raven's plot.
Of course he does. Of course Ron wants to be a part of this. Ron wants to be a part of everything.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
That has to
Awesome
happen.
Truth. They need to do. Yes, he has to look at Miz and go like,
"Oh my God." I had an uncle named Howdy. No, that's
Raven.
no.
No.
Last week.
You should see Miz about have a heart attack.
Yeah.
No.
I had an uncle named Howdy. No,
but they played this debut. They played this debut perfectly.
Yes.
I mean, they could have done it at any time.
Yeah.
And the crowd would have been happy.
Yeah.
And the people watching at home. But they made you wait until the very last minute and made you think, oh, we're not getting it tonight.
Yeah.
And then, boom. Like that just perfect timing, perfect planning, and everything.
All right. Now, I got to go here before Ladarius goes. We talk about Jey Uso, and we talk about sometimes he's just being aloof or, he's just not that guy. I will give him this. If you watch Raw Talk.
Yeah, I saw a video of it.
Him being spooked, and he goes, "You saw
They
that,
can
didn't you?"
have it.
No, they want the Fireflies. They have it. I don't want that smoke. No. You know what? Me and you need to go. We got to go.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be hanging around here. and everybody, we got to go. I got to go here, because think about it. All the time we've talked about all this wrestling and everything, we always say, kayfabe's not what it used to be. We're kind of seeing,
Yeah,
a built up to that, don't we?
Even like it wasn't fully confirmed that Monday they were coming.
Yeah, exactly.
There wasn't 100% answer.
Mm-mm. They were very mysterious with it, and they actually said they really went based off those QR codes to get people involved, and people watching the basketball game actually turned off so they could see this at this time. And the game sucked anyway, so but
still,
but it was a championship game, and you're about to crown the champ, and you're like, "No, fuck that! I gotta see the Uncle Howdy," and that's what happened. And my thing is this: so you're not gonna. They're saying it's not gonna be supernatural. It's not going to be trying to wrestle with ghosts.
That was pretty supernatural to me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I saw that and I'm going, okay. So, Ladarius, what do you think? And then I'll go to my point on that one.
Oh, no, you go and finish your point, too.
Well, my thing is, I just want to see what's next. It's like, I want to see how they're going to carry this over because I'm intrigued now.
And me too. Like my thing is, are all of them going to work?
Well, I think
is
you
Taylor
got
to manage them.
My personal feeling, I think all of these guys can work.
Oh, I know they can.
I mean, we know.
Are they?
I mean, and first of all, Rowan is a good tag team wrestler.
Oh, I know.
You pair him with Gacy or Loomis. And look,
I think him and Loomis would be great together.
Yeah. And also, Loomis doesn't have to be Loomis anymore. That's what I'm happy about.
Yeah.
I want Loomis to be the gimmick he was in TNA.
Yeah. I do too. But I just want it under like that, like the Bray Wyatt kind of spell on you.
Yeah.
But man, I'm just intrigued by it. I really am. And I think I don't know how they're going to go about it.
Right.
But I'm not mad about it because I just want to go. I just want to see it. Let me see this.
And that's my point. Like I said, are they all going to work or is Taylor going to manage them?
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
I'm up for whatever they do, man. And here's the other thing. I really believe Alexa's going to be a part of this.
Oh yeah, definitely. When she's ready,
got to be.
When she's ready,
yeah,
she will be.
And here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. People are like, nothing's going to bring or build these women's titles.
It's bullshit.
You think you telling me Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross teaming up again in this look?
Yeah,
ain't gonna.
And honestly, when Alexa comes back, they need to how can I put? They need to put the spell back on her.
No, I don't think you even have to do that. She can embody Lily.
Yeah.
Because remember Lily. Lily was a big character in this thing.
Yeah.
But either way, I think no matter what you do, it's almost like this. If you've been touched by Bray, there's a part of you that yearns to be a part of this. If they can take it to that level, that's where I think it's going to succeed. Now, I'm not saying Daniel Bryan's going to show up and wear the goat or the janitor outfit again, but but I'm just saying though, I just think that would be a cool way to take it to that level. And I do remember the Usos were feuding with the Wyatts also, so that's why I was also thinking maybe Jay would be the victim. But I'm intrigued. What do you think, Ladarius? We've been yapping.
Oh no, you guys! I just been listening to you guys. Like I say, I always show up late, so I always go late.
No, you were on time today, even though you had your sandwich. But come on now.
First of all, it was a chalupa, and
Hey, it looked good though.
yeah, my beard agreed as well.
Yes, it did.
You know, all I'll say is this: I'm excited. I was excited about it because, like I said, I can't get over the documentary I saw about Bray, and it's still, and I watched it, months ago, and I said to myself, I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
Not because I hated it, but like and like I said, I'm not going to afraid to admit it. I paused it, and I just went somewhere and cried because to Bray, he was more than a wrestler. He took a concept and just made it his own, and essentially authentically himself, and it even brought in non-wrestling fans to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who's this fiend? And it was a character that told a story.
Yes.
And then you saw so many iterations of it. You saw Firefly Funhouse, and you saw what he did with John Cena. The fact that they pulled that off to me and was just absolutely brilliant. But going back to this, I mean, the fact that you guys talked about Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, I said you have a natural tag team right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you need it, like, you don't have to. Listen, with Loomis and Rowan, like that Jack, he's the Jackrabbit.
They both were jacked.
Yeah,
all of them were.
All of them were jacked. But when I saw Rowan, I'm like, that's one rabbit I'm not messing with.
Yeah.
Like, rabbit. No, thank you.
Yeah, he's got the help.
Help. Yeah, who's gonna help me? Forget this. Who's gonna help me? He looks good. He can handle himself. But
deuces.
I'm out.
I got an Uber. I got a Lyft waiting out here. I gotta go. I don't know which one I put on my phone, but I'm getting out of here.
I don't care who comes against me, just somebody.
Where's that horse? Get the 7-Eleven. Let's go. I got 7-Eleven points. Let's go.
Come on, Pepe.
I need a Slurpee. Let's go. But I just think the way it was done, the way Bray was done, I think it all came full circle, and you could kind of sense Bray was there.
Oh, yeah.
And the way it was perfectly done to the point where, I think we're going to see him in the ring now. I don't know how often, but listen, all those in their group, they could definitely work. Like, like you guys talked about, like, you don't say like, oh, Casey can work, Rowan can work, like Nikki can work, like, everybody can work. So I'm just curious to see, like you guys, where they go with it. And more importantly, I think it's not a matter of if Alexa comes, is when she comes, because I think she wants to be. It's like she's probably not ready, and that's, once again, I get it.
Yeah,
exactly.
And like, I get it. It's not like, oh well, I get it, because you can see it took a toll on her than anybody, because she worked closely with Bray.
Yeah,
on that character. And so it was deeper than just the work relationship on television. It was how. So she's gonna be a part of it. It's just a matter of when that comes along. But overall, I liked it. And, Jey Uso was glad he was out there with the crowd, and not in the gorilla position. And once again, folks,
he didn't get murked.
And people were like, "Oh, it's gonna be Chelsea Green." No, absolutely not.
Negative.
Her and the luchador. Listen, whoever that luchador is, let me tell you, she probably told Chelsea to not go out. To stay away. So listen, I don't know if it's the same person or not. I'm not a lucha expert, but
Carlito was like, "That's not cool. I gotta go."
What if Carlito would have came through and been like, "Oh, this isn't cool at all."
They're all up there, and then they show the scene of Carlito walks in. Oh, this is not cool.
Yeah, and then he sees Lewis perched on the.
That's not cool.
You want an apple? And then it just. He gives him an apple. But
oh god. You know, we just turned Carlito into a sitcom show. Now I need this in my life.
He sees Chad Gable, who gives the apple. Oh no, that's not cool.
I didn't do that.
And he points, so he looks at us because he goes, "Do you know something about this?"
You know, I didn't do that, right?
No. I came in.
And the other one's looking at.
I was looking for the catering table. And
Down the hall on the left.
And then you see Hudson go like this. He goes like this. He just points to the right. Thank you. Hey, by the way, that's cool. Let's go.
Cool. Yeah. That would be great. Just have him be just oblivious to everything. You're cool.
And then R-Truth just shows up. Are you the Raven? No, get out of here. Get out.
Oh, I can't wait. They've got to do something with R-Truth and Miz. Miz needs to have a heart attack. I told Jerry, I said, how does Miz die? Stroke, heart attack, or R-Truth?
Listen, it's going to be all three.
Yeah.
It's going to be the first two because of R-Truth. You see Uncle Howdy? I had an uncle. Yeah. His name was Howdy. I'm like,
oh, my God. All right, so here's my thing. I will say this. Seeing the Bray Wyatt documentary, it's a tearjerker. It breaks your heart. It makes you feel good because you know what they're doing. Mm-hmm. But, man, it is so heartbreaking because you realize how much of a talented guy Bray Wyatt was.
Yeah.
And how much more he could have given. And just thinking what he could have done with Triple H right now.
Yeah,
I mean, it speaks on its own, and he is a legend. He has made his own way, and then to do this, I thought was a beautiful acknowledgement ceremony to Bray. So now my question is, how do we keep going? Because I'm going to go here. I think it's cool. Now, me personally, I don't want it to stick on Raw.
Right.
You know, think about it. These guys, creatures or whatever, are doing whatever they want. Why are they going to just observe the rules? Hey, we can't show up to SmackDown, guys. It's on Friday night. We only work Mondays. No, you got to have them invade SmackDown too.
Hell, go TNA.
Yeah, I mean, oh God, beat up PCO. That would be.
Yeah, could awesome. You imagine?
Yeah. Oh,
PCO, Rosemary, and Jessica against Rowan, Alexa, and Nikki.
Ooh. Crazy Steve versus Gacy.
Fantasy booking. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Punk. We can't do that. We apologize. We know how CM Punk stands on fantasy booking. Let's talk about fantasy booking in a few minutes. AEW is going to be on, and
well, we'll see you, folks. I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
There we go. See ya.
Oh, come on. We don't want to preview AEW Dynamite?
Sure. It's going to be a show.
It's gonna be
the stories that we just talked about?
With a show about a show.
It's going to be I'm assuming there's going to be stars on this. And, we're going to get we're going to get great stuff.
Hold on. I do love this.
Shit, pal.
So they got MJF versus Rush. And in the top title it says no interruptions in all caps.
Like that matters.
Yeah, and I'm like going, okay, so basically, and you know what's going to happen if they do commercials? It's going to be picture in picture.
Picture in picture. Yeah.
And I hate that crap. They got an eliminator match. AEW Tag Team Champions, the Young Bucks versus the Acclaim. I hate eliminator matches. I really do. It makes no sense.
Just give them a fucking title shot. If
it's not that big of a deal. Just give them a match.
Eliminator. Just
stop me if you've heard this before. So the Don Callis family and the Ring of Honor TV champ Kyle Fletcher, Takeshita, Roderick Strong, Zack Sabre Jr. versus. See if you could figure this one out. Ring of Honor World Champ Mark Briscoe, Dante Martin, Kyle O'Reilly, and Orange Cassidy. I can't fake the smile. I can't do that. Yeah.
I'll do the opposite of what Jerry did. Go, hey.
Yeah. Now I will say this: this match, this match is something I actually would watch. The Bastard Pac versus Claudio in the Owen Hart Foundation quarterfinals match.
That's a good match.
That's a good match. And then the women's match is going to be Nalia Rose and Chris Statlander.
Okay.
Stat better not lose this thing. I mean, I love Nia.
I
interviewed her many times. Huh?
I was going to say, but Nalia's your girl.
Yes, she is. But storyline-wise or whatever they're trying to do, Stat better win this thing.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Stat versus, Willow in the Owen. All right. Also, for guys that didn't get enough Liv and Dom unzipping, Spank Lotion Time is being sponsored for this segment called the Women's Championship contract signing with the Mia Shikawa, or can't even say her name, the Chinese chick with boobs versus Tony Storm. And Maria
with boobs.
Yeah.
Wait. Tony Storm's going to be there?
Yeah, Tony Storm's going to be there too. Signing contract.
Yeah, that's all you had to say. You could have.
Okay.
She ain't got no ass no more, but she
don't.
She still got boobs.
Yeah.
Oh,
listen, life happens. I'm not worried about it.
Hold on. But now, the guys, Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay are going to go face to face.
Listen, if we're not doing what Jerry's doing, I'm not interested.
Yeah. Swerve when I drive, swerve when I drive.
It's a touchdown dance. It's a wrestling thing. It's everything.
Quite honestly, that is the best thing when you watch that shit. I mean, because I do like Nana doing the dance.
I love Swerve, but Nana makes it.
Yeah.
When the Jaguars score a touchdown, I want to see that dance.
They should. They should. Especially the Jaguars, if anyone.
Yeah.
They got that. They should get it on locked on that one.
Even to make the mascot do it, you're paying him to do it.
Right.
Yeah, or better yet, just don't show the fan that did it that, oh, God, I can't. Because if I do it, I'm going to feel really bad. But I swear,
I'm white. I can't dance.
No, there was a guy.
Jerry, sir, are you a walrus? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I was like, who gave the Okay, I gotta say it, and guys, forgive me. Who's the retard that ate the hot wings? You don't do that. Oh my God!
Are you a walrus? Are you looking for fish? What are you doing?
Look at this. I'm like, dude, that has to hurt. No, it's
first of all, the hands are like this. What is that? You're not flying. You're not a bird. I went to SeaWorld. I know what you're doing, and that's not the dance.
And this is when us as wrestling fans sometimes need to look at AEW fans going, y'all embarrass us.
Is this what you support? Listen.
Look, I go to indie shows. They're a lot more educational than you people.
First of all, this guy, give him a piece of fish or get him off my television. I don't know. There's got to be some salmon back there.
Jared, that was a compliment. Real quick, also got to bring this up. Jerry's favorite wrestler showed up in TNA or NXT.
We said his name, and he
appeared.
Because we're talking about TNA or NXT real quick. Did you catch the background setting of Oba and Wes?
Tell me, because I was kind of looking at it.
So you know there's a thing with Brooks Jensen going on.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I saw the guy. Yeah.
A few weeks ago, Brooks worked his dad's indie show here in Georgia.
Yeah, Bulls
and cut this fucking promo out of his ass. Running down Triple H, running down NXT, running down WWE, just let loose.
Ooh.
They are pushing him. And obviously, he's still there. He's still young, but they are pushing that ball so hard.
I thought that was
I don't know what they're going to do with him.
Well, hold on. Not only that, so you had that Oba look, but then they interviewed Eddie Thorpe.
Yeah.
And they were you saw cops going to the police car to arrest the white boy. You know, look,
so
this is why I like WWE a lot. They make you look at everything.
Yeah.
You can't just, and then when stuff happens, you see like the wrestlers' faces, but they're also focused on what they're doing.
Because I saw Wes Lee's face, and I'm like, and I saw the guy running, and I'm like,
and see, that's what got me is I saw the background of the guy running around.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah,
and the fan like getting pushed over or something.
And then I saw Oba's face, and I saw his face. I was like,
I saw Wes do like that.
Yeah,
I saw Oba kind of turn his head, and then I looked. I was like, holy shit, that's Ben. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. All right. So look, I'm gonna give like some attaboys on this one because first of all, I like the concept of the 25-man battle royal. I like that they brought some guys from TNA. Or go ahead.
Only thing I would have done different with that. You had
Joe Henry would have won. I know.
No, you had everybody in the ring except for Joe and Ethan.
Yeah.
Why was Kaz not had an entrance? Why did Kaz not have an entrance?
Because he's Kaz.
I mean,
still, he's a TNA guy.
Tough decisions had to be made. Jerry.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's Kaz.
Like I get that.
I'm not saying you're wrong,
if you're gonna bring these guys over,
hold on. If I gotta have a hill to die on, sorry. I want Joe Henry more than I want Cass.
If you're going to bring these guys over,
why
didn't you just give him Ethan's page? Why didn't they just let him come out instead of Ethan?
Yeah. Listen, rock, paper, scissors.
Hold on.
He should have thrown rock and not scissors. And he'd have got his.
I mean, and he's very predictable because he always goes with scissors. I mean, Joe Henry probably figured that out. So look. Here's what I'm going to say. I had no problem that Ethan Page came out after Joe Henry.
I didn't have a problem with it, but
I am with you because I thought like the TNA guys would have came out.
You're pushing this partnership. Mm-hmm. Why would you not let him come out too?
I think
because we came for Joe Hendry.
Honestly, I think it was because look, you can say it all you want, but here's the problem: fans want Joe Henry. Shawn Michaels wanted Joe Henry.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: that music hit.
Shawn's getting senile in his old age.
Well, that too. But
listen, just because he hangs out with Sexy Red and he likes Joe Hendry does not mean Shawn Michaels is losing it.
I mean, it may mean he's losing it, but hey, he's our kind of guy.
Like, hey, he's in the Hall of Fame. He has money. For God's sake, Triple's like, great job, Shawn.
He's cooking.
He's cooking. He was a chef, for God's sake.
I mean, look, he brought Jordan Grace there.
Exactly. And then he sent Tatum Paxley over to face Jordan Grace for the TNA title.
He looked at it. He's like, hold on. Shawn did this number. All right, who's my weakest person? Yeah. Go ahead. Go face the Juggernaut. So, look, I got to go here. The crowd responded to Joe Henry.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he got over.
And he's able. Now, look, I've seen some matches. I'm not saying he's like the best worker. I will say I do like how he gets over, though.
I mean, he gets over.
Yeah,
I'm not taking that away from him.
But I think
I don't like the gimmick.
Yeah, I think don't be surprised when NXT tries to get him because that's what I'm saying. They're looking over at people, and it wouldn't surprise me. Also. I love Ethan Page.
Well, I do too.
I mean,
you're just saying that because he's your son-in-law.
So he kind of looks like him. Then I also have, but then I like Shawn Spears too, and they need to team up more. Those two,
they do.
I like how they are. I like that Oro took him out, and I was actually watching because they did the elimination spots, and I'm going. Ethan never got eliminated. He was still in the Battle Royal. Yeah. So then you had really good work. The guy celebrating, Javon Evans, I like him. He's a good kid too. And he's the other one that came out too. So that's the other one. So
My
he
bad.
comes out. Sorry, we didn't mean to go over.
No, she's
So-
changing it.
So we got
Funny.
that going on. And I was just like surprised the way they said, all right, I didn't lose.
Right.
This is still going on. And let's do a match. They got a match in the main event. And I'm glad that Ethan won because I don't want to see Trick versus another face just yet because I don't want that to happen to another guy. But I thought that was cool. Now, the rest of the show was a bit choppy. I did love the crowd cussing about Joe Henry getting eliminated.
Yeah.
So, but any thoughts on NXT from last night, y'all?
I almost wrote a letter about that. But
Other than your boy, I was good. I'm good with it.
Jerry, if you're a closeted Joe Hendry fan, that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
I
It
will
is.
die on the hill of not liking Joe Henry.
Jerry's going to be.
By the way,
in a
they're
rocky-
starting AEW with Maxwell Jacob Freeman.
Yeah, it was supposed to start the show. So we got MJF. He'll do a 50-minute promo and a 10-minute match.
He's better than you, and you know it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
Is he though? Okay, I guess so. I guess.
Look, I have the broken bone in my back. He doesn't. So I'm going to give him that kudos.
Yeah.
Hey, Shauna.
Well, I don't know anybody. I don't know. Just tell her I said hello. Just a random man in an orange shirt and a glasses. Just my name's not important. It's just
You're important to us, Ladarius.
Yes,
Okay.
you are you are the guy that makes this.
you were going to say third. I heard you. You were going to say third, pal.
I was
Hey.
too. I was too.
Yeah, and you want to be Ollie Williams. This is why. Jerry,
No, I am the third banana. You're the head guy.
Jerry had my back. Jerry said I can be Tom Tucker. You automatically said Ollie Williams. Like I'm Al Roker, or like I'm Al Roker, going in a hurricane telling you about the weather. It's a rating here on the East Coast here in Florida. I'm here in Bradenton, and as you can see here, many games were canceled here today. We'll be right back at the top of the third hour of today's show, where I will
I can't breathe.
go to a local community where I talk about how the high water has impacted the community. Back to you guys in the studio. Back to you, Hoda.
Oh, fuck.
I need to drink, as my coda.
But I'm Ollie Williams. That's
Raining sideways.
yeah. I mean,
It's gonna rain.
do we look alike? Sure, but that doesn't mean.
No, I did not mean it that way.
I mean,
I look
Look.
like Buddy Matthews. That don't mean I'm sleeping with Rhea Ripley.
I mean,
I don't know.
oh Lord, she's about to attack.
Do you have that key? This man had the key.
That's cool.
Wait, what? Why did
I look like I look like a thinner Jack Black now.
Now I'm getting commentary.
Why did Jerry leave the show for half an hour? I don't know.
He got murked.
Is this about personal business? I don't know.
He said something about that. He said Uncle Howdy showed up.
He said
Although it looked like Shauna. I can't really verify.
Oh, not the back
Yeah.
chop. Not the back chop. Not the back chop. Not the back chop. Okay, good.
Oh, thank God, no back chop.
Something about a vest? I don't know.
Jerry couldn't find his vest.
Yeah.
You said something my name Olivia? Somebody had it. I don't know.
That's cool.
Carlito. Bum, 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 bum.
Is MJF dressed up like Stone Cold Steve Austin still?
No.
All right, so he doesn't have the leather jacket on?
Yeah, he came out with a leather jacket on, but he's wearing black trunks, black boots, and black knee pads.
Oh, so he is wearing the Stone Cold look.
And he's doing this number.
Is he really going to do the kangaroo kick?
No.
He better not do the kangaroo kick. I will be so
I like the kangaroo.
I mean, he had his arms higher than I did. I didn't want to be out of frame.
Okay, I got you.
He didn't want to be like this.
Yes,
He wanted to be
yeah.
Me, I don't know about framework, so I just put the arms everywhere.
Now, me personally, I like the Stone Cold, head where he's going to the point that
All
you
right,
almost think.
Brown, calm down.
All right, So we can wrap this up. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know we were
And
gonna
that's
go
the
this long.
CBS Evening News for tonight.
Yeah, I know. Now we're
Yeah.
going to go to the other news. We'll be ready for the night news by the time we're done. So, all right.
I'll be back with the news and the weather. Right.
Oh, would you stop with that? You're not doing weather. I'm doing weather, damn it. It's going to rain.
I'm doing both.
No, I'm taking it. You're gonna be the lead guy.
C-Dub on assignment. I'm Tom Tucker, Oliver Williams. Everything you need to know.
All right, plug your stuff, guys. We'll start with Jerry.
I'm good.
Lone Wolf for Jerry. Go to Viking Gaming. We got Ladarius at Ladarius_Brown, and then SATW podcast. Am I right?
Yep, you sure are. Back to you, Tom. Back to you.
Yes. All right.
It's dark outside. Back to you, Tom.
Oh God,
Guys, if you like this show, now look, Saturday, because of what's going on, I may have to, if Jerry can't make it, I'll talk to Ladarius. We'll show up. All right, you're not going to be able to make it. It depends on how SmackDown is, but if you're good to do a show, Ladarius, let me know.
Well, what's happening Saturday?
Well, yeah,
am I
because
doing
Friday.
I've got anarchy.
Am I doing the news, the weather, and traffic on Saturday?
Oh, no, sir. We're not going to let you do all that. I might even let you run point. How about that?
No. If I can fly the copter, that's different.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not doing the traffic on the ground.
No. I wouldn't dare. Let you run. No. You're going to do whatever you want.
You don't try to drive the company copter. Okay.
I'm letting you drive the copter. You can get in the chopper.
I'll swing by and say hi to Jerry. Jerry.
We'll give Jerry a lift.
Yeah.
Hey, you got on lift.
You have a copper license? I have a driver's license. That counts. That's good.
All right.
I got a picture.
Driving, pal.
Yep. All right, guys. We're out. Take care.
Yeah.